及也会及线上的各位师兄姐，很感恩你们今天拨空来参加我们今天安排的眼科志工培训。在开始之前，我们很有这个荣幸能邀请到总会医疗事业的副执行长温俊强师兄，还有他家的同修Olivia 师姐一起来替我们主导这一次的培训活动那他会带来很多有用的而且非常重要的相关性的资料所以我现在把时间交给温俊强师兄，感恩。
各位早，因为我的中文还练习住，所以平常我会讲英文 ，OK？ 你们可以吗？可以 ，OK。I'm going to speak English for this class because usually in medical, we all conduct in English all our training, and I'm very grateful. Today is another milestone for New Jersey because you guys started with dental. Now, overnight, after this, you guys can do vision. Because look at the equipment that you guys have at the back. It's almost the top of the line. It's just that do not have, just it's not in the small room of 4 walls, that's all. But this can be reached out to help a lot of people, especially children. Because Master really loves a lot of children, and by doing that, you guys can go out help children so they can see the board and be educated and be a productive citizen. Okay, so overall, the key is for this vision. We are talking about vision program now. Okay, we need a team to support. Like when all this set up like this is what you guys going to set up, go outside a remote area. But most likely usually use about 6 to 8 people, that's it. You don't need 100 people, you don't need 20 people, 6 to 8. So you have about 30 people here, you can have 3 teams. So that you guys don't get burned out. You can rotate going out, see. Unless you guys are want to be more adventurous, then you can do more because you guys have to set up for 3 teams and go out and serve more. Then once you go out and serve more, you will see the impact that this Surgery Vision Mobile Clinic can deliver to the society, and the smile, the children after the exam with the glasses. Unfortunately, right now you guys are unable to do the glasses on the spot, but usually location that don't do the glasses on the spot, we try to get the glasses back to the location within 48 hours. So still not bad, still not bad. Whoever wear glasses here, we pay $300-400 and then wait for 2 weeks. If those locations have mobiles, they get instant. 10 minutes, you get a pair of glasses on the spot. Because Master, one, we deliver the product, solve the problem. When I first built the Vision Mobile, Master asked me, how long did it take to give glasses to the children? I said, 1 week. And Master said, that's not acceptable. Because he said, we are here to solve their problem. So we go back and redesign the mobile, then have put a lab in there. So then we understand why Master said we solve the problem, because the children get the glasses, you can see this, they see the difference, they see the detail of the world, and it changed. So that's why Master wants us to deliver. But to get a mobile is very expensive. And we need to fully use the mobile once we have the mobile. So by having a portable is a stepping stone for you guys to test and see, are we really ready for a mobile? Okay. Last week Las Vegas got the first Vision Mobile. You guys saw it. It's a very beautiful visual mobile, and they are so excited. And I think this month we're going to schedule, this month July or something, we're going to schedule 2 events to start the event for them. Myself and the Fresno team will go out and help them, guide them, hold their hand, and make sure they do the correct way. Okay. So you guys, we try to give hold your hand and do the right way so you guys follow. Because what we hear is we've been doing this for this program about 6 years. 6 years. We know all the problem, what need to be solved and take care of. So you guys get the shortcut version. You guys don't have to hit yourself with the wall and get hurt, but you get a result real fast. We just 2 weeks ago, one of our programs, C2 Success, in the school district, we achieved 5,000 pair of glasses. So think of 5,000 students that we help. But of course, we full exam more than that. But 5,000 get glasses. It makes change. Those are only one program. We have C2 Success, we have IK20, I have a few more other programs for vision. And also this lead to everyone have to change the mindset. Run a program, not running just the outreach. Run a program. Because for us, every program, dental, vision, all have a program name and all have proper funding for them. Proper funding. Because everyone will, I'm sure, do we have money to pay for all these things? But you guys, the first step, you guys already pay all the equipment. Now it's the operation cost, right? The vision program that the Fresno have, just one program, vision, that their intake every year is about $600,000 donation and grant. Just for visioning to operate. So once you go out, people will give you the money to operate. Then you use the money fully utilize and give the best service for the children. Okay, all adult or senior. We run to senior program and adult kid program too for vision. Okay, so let's start. For the first one, our agenda today is we're going to start how to plan. I'm going to talk how to plan the event, how to prep the event, preparation, then how to set up like this kind. When you see, we will run afternoon. I'm going to talk detail how to set up. Okay, that's why we put a left hand side, why we put right hand side. That's the rules for that. Then how to flow the program. Okay, and how to register the patient. Remember, our job here to support the provider. Our job is to support provider. We don't need to know how to treat the eye. We only know how to make the doctor work faster. That's all. To make it faster, we prepare all the information needed for the doctor so that doctor can do diagnosis right away. We have to do it into the sense that every doctor only spends 7 to 10 minutes per person. When we have undocumented or low-income people, we don't want to let them feel when we go out to serve them with a substandard quality. They should be treated equal. They should be proud that, hey, I don't come here feel shy, I have to get free service because I'm poor. You come in, we treat you like anybody, you get the best frame, best equipment, best doctor to help you. They feel like, wow, they didn't never look down on me. They still spend so much money on me. See, those kind of feeling you must have to give them respect. Okay, give them respect. Then identify agency who can help, who are planning to help, who want to do the same thing. So all these things you do not must do homework. Okay. Then potential target, I say, who you want to go? School children, homeless children. School children have so many class, classified too. When we found out, when we go to school, they thought, oh, I'm going to take care of school children. No, then they have a group that's called immigrant homeless children. Huh? How can you be homeless? Underclassified homeless is so broad. You don't stay in your own house considered homeless. They stay with their aunt or relative, they're considered homeless. You see, in their law. So, okay, so we do summer, we do homeless children during summer school. So all these things a lot to study. Then mutual understanding is how to collect your share data. Like partner say, oh, I like to do it because we see a lot of problems. Sure, partner with me, I can give you some of the data we learn. Then in return, maybe you can support me a year $50,000 for my operation. Share data, okay? Then discuss with the partners and the team, is it durable? But not all the team can do the same thing. But the concept is there. Is it durable? Can we do it? You see? Ooh. What's my next one?
Connection.
So, study feasible and share data and what is that? Do you have me the paper? Let me see. Yeah, discuss the disability and also have the team agree what to do. Then it's a teamwork. Only teamwork, work as a team, can walk faster, longer. Without teamwork, you can sit down and dream all you want. Okay? That's why I say, Master said, I'm so glad 50 something years ago when I have 30 housewives working with me. If I have a 30 men, I don't know what happens today. Is it? So, is it the concept? Because at that time, 30 housewives is just follow the instruction. If you have 30 men, they say, no, I want to be in charge. Then you have 30 leader and no follower. See? So, you understand my principle? Yeah. So, okay. So, you get your point, right? Make sure execute that, okay. So then, progress, proposed service scope and frequency among the team. Think, how many times can we do together? Beginning as a trial, make sure you do correctly. Don't push yourself too hard, but don't relax yourself too much. You still need to move forward. Once you're familiar, keep on improve yourself. Because think of it, the more you can help, the more people can receive the benefit of it. So we are here to facility is to help people. You see? So why don't like that? It's a win-win situation. You see? So never stop, but make sure you stabilize yourself and do correctly. Then move full force. Like us, we really go full force. Now I'm still thinking how we do. We really need a third team to make sure we can hit 300 eventually, all those things. See? But it takes a while for us to achieve, but it's a hard work for everybody. And after, like I said, finalize all the discussion, the team need to have mutual discussion. Okay, agree among ourselves. Do not say my decision is your decision. If your team is not correctly done, you guys will have hiccup. You spend about $60,000 equipment here. If you don't work together, this $60,000 not producing anything. You are wasting donor money. Okay, please remind that. Okay. All right, next. What's the next one? Almost done, right? So potential receive, same thing, understand who's your recipient of the program and how to present it. Must have MOU for every event, okay? We have to make sure to have all MOU. When it comes to MOU, I will facilitate all the MOU for United States for medical mission. So you talk to me, then we'll see how to write the MOU and sign the MOU for you. For on medical foundation will sign the MOU on behalf of you. Okay, next please. So exiting partner, this is where you must know. Every partner, make sure tell them you're poor. They'll find the money for you. They will find you money. You'll be surprised. They will find a resource money for you. Nowadays, we have a list. If you want to go out, this is the price I need for each event, like a menu. Which one you want? With a doctor, without doctor? We have that. Some of them say, oh, we can find our own doctor. Fine. Without doctor, this is my cost. Without doctor, this is with doctor, my cost. Without doctor, this is my cost. And if you want to cleaning and feeding, or cleaning, or treatment, or vision test only, or full eye exam, we all that. That's why we're able to fund a 100% self-support on all our operation. Okay, next. So identify that, I'm sure those are same thing outreach, provide training that we will try as much as possible to help you guys. Any question, call us, we'll give you all the update, and all the form will be managed by Medical Foundation, so that make sure all the liability in place. So all the form will come from Medical Foundation. So you guys don't try to print or recreate anything, because everything you do wrong, Medical Foundation will have to carry the liability. Doing free service doesn't mean that people don't sue you, okay? They will still sue you. So that's my headache whenever people start suing. I'm in charge of this risk management side. Next, please. So execute the plan, same thing, implement it, execute it, and collect the data. You see, you guys do the survey form. It's very important. The reason why we put survey form to understand your own market, how to adjust, how to improve it. Some people say too much work, but the things behind analyze. If I don't have this number, I cannot analyze and how to improve. See? So every form that we design, that's the purpose of it. And also that survey form to help you get more grant, more money. Okay. Next, please. Okay. So hardware then. Same thing me, no? Okay, next. This is the hardware we will get. That's what you guys have already. The only difference is the phoropter, which update the changes of the phoropter. The nice one with the chair can adjust it. After a few times we get improvement. And all this equipment you guys buy is here, except the thermometers is back order, is supposed to arrive to United States in June. So once they get June, they will ship it to you. All these are made in Japan. All the equipment, Nidex, good brand. So all the heavy duty equipment. So this is enough for you to write prescription for the patient. Okay. Next. Manpower, next. Okay, these are the people that you need. Program coordinator, optometrist, then general volunteer, that's where it is. All these people, 8 people, I think it should be more enough for you to. There are 8 people know how to set up and go run the clinic. And all the clinic have to be appointment, okay? Don't walk in. Just walk in, you have no control. You go a place, you tell them, I need to see 25 people, they list the 25 people, their partner will follow up call, make a reminder, let them reminder, and we come in and take care of it. Let the partner do something. Not only partner always comes, Suji, I think we can partner. We can do this event, but we do all. No, we split. You do this, I do this, let's go together. Okay? Be a smart worker, okay? Not like used to be everything Suji have to do. And people just close their hand and look and take the credit. No, let's split the work. Always, okay? And that's about it, right? Okay, so Olivia, now the outreach, I'll let Olivia tell you all the detail, step by step, how to do it. Right? Thank you.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning. Okay, and I'm Stephen more toward the strategy, and I'm the hard worker. I do all those hard work things. So I'm going to share with you the site setup, and actually for for vision outreach is very simple. You can see like we just need a small area. And if you go to the school, you just need a classroom. Or if under the tents, maybe it's only for 10 by 10 canopy, then you can do outreach. Okay, so as mentioned by Stephen, we just need about 5 to 8 volunteers to do the vision outreach. And if you really run out of volunteer, but 4 people still can do it. And like last week, we have outreach for senior. For senior, we schedule 20 minutes per patient. So we only have 4 people. One is the optometrist and one registrations. And I'm doing the auto-refractor, lensometer, and also frame station, 3 in 1. But that's why, and if you don't have that many volunteers, you can kind of set up, you can change the setup to accommodate your needs. And also we have one making glasses. If you don't make glasses, then 3 people can go up. Okay? And if you use 3 people, then you don't need the whole classroom, maybe half the classroom, then you can do the business. Okay, then the first thing that we're going to do is the patient registrations. And we kind of recommend that if we have more volunteers, we have two volunteers to do the registration, because sometimes for some patient, you need to explain one by one what that mean, like for the eye history and medical histories. And like for us, we do mostly the student from the migrant worker. So most of the parents, they don't speak English. So take more time for us to like do the registration. We have to show them the Spanish version of all the forms. And we laminate the Spanish version and we use the whiteboard marker and ask them to mark it for us while we're filling the form, so we can, at the same time, they mark the form, then we fill the form. And then we copy over all the information they mark on the laminate copy, then we copy over. Then we erase it for the next one. So for your case, you can also laminate the Spanish form. Don't let them fill it, just don't let them use a pen to fill, just use a whiteboard marker, then you can always reuse it. And if you want to, then you can translate to Chinese. I think last time I came here and someone asked me, do we have a form in Chinese? And we don't do that because we are not very good in Chinese. I have until like middle school, but not that good. Even the way I speak in Chinese is kind of different. When I start speaking, people know that you're not Taiwanese, you're Malaysian. Because I have a very strong accent at the back. Okay, and so registration normally takes 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes you can do it. If you do more and more, then for some of volunteers, one people can do 2 patients. Then they fill out one and they give the form to the other patient, they fill it out. And if we have more volunteers, we try not to let the patient fill the form, but most of the time we cannot read the handwriting. If for the elderly, the Spanish worker, the way they write the numbers and the alphabet is different, they have a lot of curly things. So when we do the data entry, then there's a lot of typo. So we have a volunteer with a better, clear handwriting to do the registrations. And also for the Spanish patient, you need to check if when they give you the ID, but the way they write the birthday is different from here. They have day, month, year. So I make a mistake too. I registered the patient. After the 3rd one, I said, how come the months are more than 12? They just like found out that I get it wrong. So I have to get all the patient back again and redo the birthday. So just kind of pay attention to those small tiny things. And after the registration, we're going to do the color test and stereo test. That was very easy. This one less than 5 minutes. So we have the book, color test book at the back, and but we haven't received stereo book for your team. And so I talked to Brother Chris that he said he can be the trainer to teach everyone the color test and stereo test, how to do it. It's very, very simple. And later I'm going to kind of brief you a little bit so you have an idea how to do it. And I think everyone can just jump in and do it. It's very easy. And after that, auto-refractor, tonometer, lensometer, and pedimeter is all in the same stations. Auto-refractor is when we start, it's the first station that we use the equipment to test the basic prescription for the patients. And if they're wearing glasses, then we're going to use the lensometer to measure their current prescription. And so that the doctor can kind of compare any changes compared to the current prescription and the one that they're going to give. Pulmometer, we normally use a PD meter. Is like when for the kid they move around. When you do the autorefractor, you say, "Oh, I'm done with the right eye. I'm going to do your left eye." They move their head together. They move their head so the PD will be off. So when you're doing the more you're doing it, then you know that when you look at the face, right, the small tiny face that it shouldn't be like more than 70. Then you have to use a PD meter to measure again the pupil distance. This means the distance between two pupils. Okay, so normally for this station, we set up all 4 equipment together and one volunteer can take care of it. And we have another volunteer partner with the volunteer at this station so that they can help to sanitize all the equipment. Okay, because one person can do it, but if we have more people, then it'll be faster, then we can just move around the patient. One do the testing and one sanitize everything and the next patient coming in. So the first station will be the dilation. I'm not sure that here, I think in New York they don't do dilation. Yeah, and in Fresno we do dilations. It all depends on the doctor. Some doctors feel like they don't want to over-correcting or under-correcting the prescription, so they prefer to have dilations. And the dilation will be done by registered nurse, not us. Because we need to buy the malpractice insurance. So sometimes when you you try to like open up their eyes, you might accidentally poke into their eyes because they move around a lot and they cry. And sometimes we're only able to put 1 drop. Only on one side 1 drop and the other side dilate, but the other side cannot put in, so let's still remain the normal size. So we have to, we'll talk to every optometrist. They prefer differently, and some say that when you do the autorefractor, if the prescription more than 2, then you have to do the dilation. Some optometrists said that, "Oh, don't do anything until I do the first eye exam." They say, "Oh, please do it." And some prefer 15 minutes, some prefer 20 minutes. So we have to like for me, I like to keep track of all the preference for all the optometrists. Like I don't write it up, I can't remember. Maybe this doctor don't like to do dilation, and this doctor like to do it before, and this one maybe after. So we need to kind of have a mutual understanding among the optometrists and the team, so that we know like how to follow the patients, and we need to do the tracking too. If they do the dilation, we need to know when to throw the patient in for the second eye exam. So there's a lot of coordination among in this area. So next station will be done by the optometrist, and this one normally take like the most is 10 minutes, but for some very detailed optometrists, they take 15 minutes. So they check all the retina whether it's okay. A lot of But we don't, like Steven mentioned, that we don't do a lot of treatment. We just concentrate on the refractive area. So we write down all the finding. We wrote a prescription referral. They will say, "Oh, refer this patient to any clinic or hospital that can do the follow-up care." After eye exam, then we go to the frame station, and we have a lot of different color of frame, plastic or metal, and for here we're going to set maybe a selection of maybe like 20 different frames. Then they can choose only when they like the frame they wear it. For the adult, maybe it's okay, just black is fine, but for the kid they like purple, they like green, and a lot of young boys they like red. It's red. Others like African American boys they like to wear a red frame. So that we want to make sure that for the frame station volunteer, you need to be very, very patient. Sometimes they try 10, 15 frames, they don't like it. So we have to keep like going back and forth with them. And some kids they choose it, but the parents say, "Oh no, I don't want this one." They force the kid to choose the other one. So we have to find a way how to kind of convince the parents that this glasses is for the kid. Would you please just let them choose the one that they like so that they can wear it? If they don't like it, we'll make the glasses and they might just leave it in the bag or maybe somewhere and they can find it. So there's a lot of way to train our try our team or our volunteer how to deal with the very those parents that the bossy parents. They boss around them at home, but they boss around when choosing the classes too. So there's a whole thing. So we have to be smart, and sometimes they choose like 10, 15 pair of friends. They don't like it, and some volunteers they start showing that great impatience. So we have to kind of talk to ourselves that even though we're very impatient. And some kids, the facial expression, just those friends, I don't like it. Seems like they don't like none of our friends. So we have to still be very, very patient and tell them with a big smile that, if you don't like it, it's okay, never mind, I can give you the prescription. You can go to other outside store to make a pay for yourself. We don't force them to choose our friend. Yeah, we can give them prescription, they can do it outside. Or you can use, like most of the students under 18 years old, they're in California with Medi-Cal, so they're able to get a pair of glasses in 2 years. So that you can use the insurance to get another pair. We don't charge anything here, but you use the insurance for outside. But you need to check which store accept your insurance first. Okay. And for New Jersey team, that we're going to show you how to write down the friend information in the afternoon, so that whether you fax it to New York or fax it to Fresno, then we know which frame to use to make the glasses. You don't have to send a frame to us. You just need to write down the information, what's the brand name, what is the model number. So we'll make sure that all the frames that we give you, we have a stock in our office. We normally keep about like 50, 60 pair of frames in our office for one model. And in Fresno, because we have a lot of donations, so our students more lucky, they can choose from like 7 to 80 different model of frame. But when we send to New York, maybe like 20, 25. So you can choose 24. And all the frame that we have is from Korea. It's very durable and it's not that easy to break. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to show you how to choose the right frame too. It's not too long at the temple, then you have to bend a lot and can see the thing come out from the ear. So there's a lot of things that need to be aware of. Okay, and so like normally take about, if in Las Vegas, they have an event today, they scan it and send to us, then we make it next day morning, and take us about like maybe, depends on how many pays, 3 to 4 hours. Then if in the afternoon we send it through FedEx to Las Vegas. So they get the whole shipment within 48 hours that they deliver to the patients. Okay, so we want to make it like always within 48 hours. It's a lucky number for us, 48. Okay, okay, next. Okay, and this is I like to use a flow chart because I can see every single step. When in a big outreach, we always have a lot of new volunteers, so it's very hard for us to tell them what's going on. So I always like to use the flow chart. Okay, for your department, this is the process flow, and your job is this is the one that. So I need to tell them this is your part, so you just need to concentrate on this one. So at first we're going to register the patients. Okay, register the patients, and after register the patient, we're going to do the pre-testing, like the color test and also the steroid test. After that, we do the autorefractor and tonometer, and for young kids, it's very hard to do the eye pressure. Because when you do the eye pop, the A pop for the right eye, and it's very, very difficult to do the left eye anymore. They don't want to open their eyes, but they don't want to they don't like the air puff their eyes. So we don't force them to do it. So then the doctor says, it's okay, I can do it. Then the doctor will use your finger to kind of touch it. And as long as for the kid, they are soft and equal, they consider their eye pressure is good. And sometimes when you do the autorefractor, you can find out that how come I can do one eye but the other I cannot get the reading. And when you talk to the patient, you're going to find out that actually the other eye is fake eye. It's not the real eye. That's why you cannot get the reading. Or some patient might have a cataract. So there's a lot of things you're going to encounter for elderly and for for elderly and also for like young adults, sometimes they might have some eye condition that you won't be able to get any reading at all. So you can kind of write it down and give it to the doctor, and the doctor can do a more detailed checking in the exam room. And if the patient come with the when we make an appointment, right, then we remind the patient, if you are wearing glasses, remember to bring your glasses with you to the appointment. We want to make sure that your current glasses still good, or like any changes that you might need. So if they have a glass, normally we ask them at the registration, and they say no, and they didn't tell you they have glasses. So like we kind of remind our volunteer, every station you ask them, do you have glasses? So we ask them until auto-refractive, ask them, do you have glasses? They say, oh yeah, I have glasses. They take it out, or like my glasses in my school bag. We say, okay, go back to your classroom and take it out. So we measure the optical measurement, like what's the power of the prescription. So from there we write it down, and we're going to show you a way to record the informations. And so we need to do auto-refractor, tonometry test, and followed by lensometer if they have glasses. And for the kids that like to move around, some kids they cannot concentrate, you have to tap for a long time. If for a very good kid, right, less than a minute, you can take 2 readings. For some kids, they move around and they keep moving around your auto-refractor, they move here and there, and they cover the PD sensor. So that's why we kind of encourage, we have another volunteer, kind of hold them, like make sure they don't move around and don't touch around. Sometimes they go all the way to the front, their hand, they go all the way and they move around, they cannot stand still, or they do like this. So like one eye is like crooked, so you cannot get the PD. So there's a lot of things that we need, like 2 volunteers in a team. One's besides the standardize the equipment and also comfort the kid. Hopefully they will move around so you can get the reading as far as possible, then you can move to the next stations. Okay, and so after we got done, they were sent to the doctor to do the eye exam. Then if they need glasses, whether they need glasses, if no, they can check out the patients. If they need glasses, then we choose the frame and we write down the frame information, then scan it and send to New York or Fresno. So when we let the boss decide, we follow instruction. Either New York or Fresno will take over the glass, making glasses. Okay, and then we try to do it and make. We're standing here, then we're going to show you when you dispense the glasses, anything that you need to be aware of, that any information you need to write down. And when you put on the glasses, you have to make sure that if for distance, you make sure they can like see far away. For the reading, make sure normally we give them a Tzu magazine. We give them a Tzu magazine, or for reading, can you see clearly? They say, oh yes, okay, this magazine is for you. So we can kind of like, give them a Tzu magazine for them to read. Okay, then after that, after get everything done, then the last step will be data entry. And I think Sister Catherine said that Sister Nancy will be the one that in charge of the data entry. So I'm going to share with Sister Nancy, then she's going to be your trainer for data entry. So it'll be easy that I train her, then she train the local. So any problem we can like communicate through email or phone or anything. Okay, thank you. So next one, the patient registrations. So you can have the red folder on your table. The red folder is inside, I think they have the registration form. Okay, so for, like Stephen mentioned that for vision outreach, we normally do by appointment only. It'll be easy for us to estimate the time and also like plan the process flow. So we have appointment template, but you still need to communicate with your optometrist, like is it okay for her to like see like one patient for 10 minutes or like 15 minutes. So you need to communicate with every optometrist, and if they say I need more than 15, then you kind of talk to them again, say, oh, we only concentrate on refractive error, do you think you can make it like within 10 minutes? Then most of them is able to do 10 minutes if you only concentrate on refractive error. And then So we can share the template and you can modify it according to your need. Another thing, the extra thing that we put in the folder is the parents' consent form. This will only be used for when you have a program with the school. Before we can see the kid, we need to get the parents' consent. They're going to fill out. Do you have the form that? Yeah, the one that Sister Catherine form. So the parents' consent form, there's 2 pages. Before that, there's only 1 page. So the top part is we can explain to them this was a program. Then after that, followed by the school information and also the student and parents informations. And the parents need to sign to give us the consent to see their kid. And we only have that part like until 2 years ago. We found out that some parents they cannot make it to the event, but their kid really need to be seen. That's why we add the bottom part. You see the bottom part, we have authorization, right? So we kind of give them another option that if your kid really need to be seen by us to like they really cannot see clearly in the classroom, can you authorize someone from the school or someone like maybe anyone 20 years old and above in your family that bring the kid to the school, and they'll sign on behalf of you. So we don't want to see a kid without the parents' consent. If the parents cannot be there, we ask them to assign someone. Mostly the school nurse will sign on behalf of the parents. So at the bottom, the parents need to write down the name of the school nurse, so that we know that we can see this kid without the parents present. And sometimes last minute the parents said I cannot. The kids still have appointment, but the parents said I cannot make it. Like I cannot get up from work. I still have something to do. Then the school nurse will get a verbal consent, call the parents, and is it okay that I sign on behalf of you? They need to write down. The school nurse get a verbal consent from the parents to act on behalf of them. So we still can see the kid. But for the kid that without the parents, we don't do dilation. So we don't want to have the liability that after we put the dilation. Some kids they might have like, we normally tell them that within 2 hours you'll be like blurry, then you'll be sensitive to the sunlight. But for some kids that might take longer time. So we don't want to we don't want to scare away the kid. But they say, I cannot see clear. Even though after the dilation, we found that after the dilation, we asked them, can you see like this? So, no, I cannot see. Then it's because of the dilation drop that caused the blurry vision for at least 2 hours. So we need to make sure that we get all the consent. And after that, we add the second page. If you flip to the second page, the consent form, the second page. And you can see there's eye history, medical history, and everything is exactly the same like the pink form, right? So somebody asked me why there's 2 forms exactly the same. And this page is because for those parents that cannot come, it's very hard for us to get the information. We don't know the kid eye history. The school nurse don't know the medical history and the eye history of the kid, right? So we ask the parent to sign ahead of time, so that even though the parent is not there, we still can see the kid with all the complete information. But the optometrist normally will ask whether there's any surgery. Some kids have a surgery like when they're at young age, and maybe some have like there's some medical condition that we need to be aware of. So most of the optometrists, they prefer us to fill out all the eye history and medical history before they can see the student. It's very important. So we come up with additional page to ask the parent to fill out. And even though the parents will be present at the event, we still ask them to fill it out, and it can minimize the registration time. Right? They already fill it out. We don't have to ask them again. We just flip over and just copy over to a pink form. Then the doctor can go through the history. There's two we call it like one egg, but it can serve 2 purposes. One is because the parents not there, we want to get the information. The other one is we can speed up the registration. We can just copy over and maybe you take like 3 or 4 minutes for registration. Because of this information, maybe like sometimes 1 minute, within one or two minutes, we move the patient to the next patient. Because we preview everything. And because of the appointment list, we really know the patient information. So we can preview everything. And when until the parents come, we can just ask them to sign it. And it also depends on how you work up the process among your team to get it done faster. Yeah, that's why I told you like we can have one volunteer do 2 patients at the same time. It's how you divide the task. Okay, the next one. Okay, for the patient information, patient registration page, you can see that the first page, all the information on the top need to be filled up. It's mandatory, everything need to be filled up. And we have 3 consent. One is the treatment consent. This one is mandatory to fill up, to sign. And the media consent is optional because some parents, they don't want their face to show on any like media, so they refuse to sign it, then it's okay. But we just need to make sure that if they didn't sign the media consent, when we take picture, try not to take your picture. And the third one is the notice of privacy. So we're going to tell the parents that we are not going to use their information for any like marketing. We keep everything secure in our office. And we also have the notice of privacy. There's 2 pages, just like when you apply for credit card, they send you a lot of information that we're not going to use your information for anything. We have the same thing too. So we can't promise to make sure the parents understand that we're going to keep all the information in a very secure places is locked. So they need to sign that one as well. And you also notice that we have 2 columns. One is for patients, the other one is for minor. So if for an adult patient, they only need to sign the one on the right side. For the minor, the parents need to fill their name and also the signature. It's two different things. Okay, don't sign everything. So for adult, only the patient. For the minor, we need to fill there's a name and signature under the minor. You saw it? You saw 2 different signatures, right? Yeah. Yeah. And also like on the top there's one preference, the language preference. So we need to for the most of the kids okay, but most of them speak English. But in the rural area, even their high school, in Fresno area, because we have a lot of undocumented migrant workers, so their kids come to Fresno when they're in middle school or high school, and they don't speak English at all. So we have to make sure that we have someone to translate for them. And if the optometrists don't speak the language, then we need to make sure that we have one assigned to the optometrist. We don't want to just guessing. For the registration and the rest of the station, we can have the translation, the paper form. But for optometrists, we want to make sure that they understand what the optometrist is asking. So we need to assign a translator. It's very important. Okay. The next form that we have is for the survey. Survey is everything need to be filled up. And also for number 7, the annual household income. I'm not sure that, did you guys using this one in your outreach?
Not yet.
Yes, we have the one.
Oh no, the survey, the what?
Yes, we do, but we didn't really work very efficiently to fill up the whole.
Oh, okay.
The last page.
No, the survey form.
Yeah, the last page.
Yeah, the last one. The last one on your right. On your left, sorry. So the patient survey form is very simple and it's simple but very, very important. It takes about 1 to 2 minutes to fill out everything. And for number 7, actually we have a reference, like how many households, we ask them how many households in your family, then you look at the same row, what is the annual household income. Because at the end of every year, we need to come up with the OSPA report to show what's the poverty line of the patients. So this is very, very important. And if you don't have it, then I can show you the one that we have. Then maybe in the future, you can start having it. Then it's very useful when you apply for the grants that we are serving this the group of people that under 100% or 120% of the poverty line.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show this one to you, yeah. And the rest are very simple, yes, no, yes, no. And how do you get to the events? The one, is it?
Number 9.
Number 9. Yeah, the one. Yeah, this one like it's very useful too. From there you kind of know that what is the more effective channel you can promote your event. Last time, when we just started like 15 years ago, most of the survey they said that flyers. So we said, oh yeah, flyers, this means that we need to distribute more flyers to like promote our event. Then after getting more and more, then we're getting less and less people check flyers. Most of them check from a community agency, friends, family, and also from school. This means like every time there's the changes of the way that we can promote our event. So from there you can roughly know, oh, for this event, maybe this is the better way we can promote. Yeah, and also like we always say that when we set up an event, we want to make sure that oh, it's very easy for the patient to access to the site. So we say, oh, we need to look for any location that have the bus, like public transportations. Then after a while, we saw that most of the patients come with car. So it doesn't matter where is the location, as long as there's a need, they always find a way to come to us to get a service. So yeah, it's very simple, but a lot of information behind it. And for the last one, like what is where did you go in case of emergency? And some hospitals they do provide funding. So like let's say hospital A. Now most of people check in case of emergency, I'll go to hospital A. Then when hospital A have some like grant application, you can show to them that you see I saw most of the patients that if in case of emergency they'll go to your hospital, then cost you more money. And I help you to take care of them now. So can we like apply for the funding from you to support our event? Yeah. See, just how the all informations are there. It just depends on how you use it and how you present it to the potential grantor to get the money for your operations. Okay. So yeah, and this is the vision consultation, the pink form. The pink form is the one that we're going to use when we check in the patients. So we have a eye history, medical history, and also we ask them whether they have dilation before, and also whether they agree to have the dilation. And some patients they ask you what's dilation. So the front desk, the registration volunteer need to explain to them what is dilation and why we going to have dilation. But we just tell them that it doesn't mean that you're going to have it today, but it all depends on the optometrist decide whether you need it. So some did it before. They say, oh, I have a blurry vision for a long time. They can't afraid to have it. Then it's okay. You just put do not agree first. If after eye exam the doctor says, oh, you really need it, then I found something maybe like something wrong with your like nerves or your blood vessel, then okay, we can have it, then we need to change it. Okay. And for the kid without parents, we don't do that. We right away just put do not agree. Okay. And we're going to fill out everything and then get the consent to receive the treatment. And for the second page, we only fill out the top part, the chief complaint. Then we stop there. So we're going to ask them whether you have blurry vision, left eye or right eye or both eye, for far or for near. So the doctor is going to kind of like have a brief idea like what is the eye condition of this student or these patients. Okay. And so we feel until there, then we stop. In Fresno, I asked them because sometimes they have two people do the registration. So ask them to initial at the top right top left corner. Initial like who's the one that doing it. So like when you go through the form, you found that why there's some missing information. Then you can go to that volunteer. Oh yeah, next time maybe aware of this one. If nobody initial right, you don't know whether A or B. Then you go there, you can ask two people. So normally I find if any missing information, I'll talk to the registration volunteer, but not in front of not in front of the patient or in front of other volunteer. I just ask that her or him go to the side. Say, oh yeah, maybe next time you pay more attention to this one is missing information. And sometimes they say, I don't have glasses. Then the registration volunteer say that no glasses. But when they come to us, actually they have glasses. So maybe next time just ask, are you wearing glasses right now, or do you have your glasses with you right now? Actually, the patient wearing glasses, but he don't have the glasses with him. That's why he said no. But he's wearing glasses. So it all depends on the way you ask the patient. Okay, so just pay attention to the way. Sometimes, like for Spanish-speaking patients, you need to talk slightly slowly. And sometimes we go with the sign language. This one, or like for far or for near. So we have a lot of things to make sure they understand what we're asking. So you can find a way. Okay, like, and oh yeah, another thing is like for the medical history and the eye history. When you ask them, do you have like any kind of medical condition? If they don't understand, this what I learned from the RN from the hospital. They say if you ask them something they don't understand, right? They don't know why is that. This means they don't have it. Yeah. If they have it, they know. Oh, this time I know this. If you try to explain more, and the more you explain, they say, oh yeah, I have this one, I have this one, I have this. Sound like they have it, but actually they just thought that they have it, but it's not diagnosed by the doctor. So we cannot put yes. So if they don't understand, this means they don't have it. But we still need to ask them the question. Just that, say, oh, I don't know what it says. Okay, then no. Okay. And and the rest will be for the so registration volunteer we do until the chief complaint, then stop the initial. They will pass to the next station for color test and stereo test. Then after that, auto refractor be the one. This one is auto refractor. So you see the auto refractor, we have auto refractor, and on the right side we have another auto refractor, right? You can see two auto refractor. One is with the weight. No, there are two sides. Left and right have an auto refractor, but the one on the right have a bracket with weight. Did you see the word weight? On the
right side.
Yeah, on the right side. So both are auto refractor, both are the reading from the equipment that we're going to use later. And the one with the bracket weight, that means this auto refractive record is done after the dilation. Oh, after dilation, that's why with the one we write on the right side. And one more thing is that after you fill the form, make sure you flip it over, and the second page facing out. You turn around and the second page facing out, because the optometrist normally will go through the first page very fast, then all the reading that he or she is going to write down will be on the second page. We make it easy for the optometrist to write down the test result. So we flip it over on the chart. Okay, and after the doctor done with everything, we want to make sure that they put their name, sign, and also their license number. Has to make sure, because in small events like only like one optometrist, the refractive error and the eye health is done by the same optometrist. If in a big event, sometimes we have one doctor do the refractive error, then we pass to the next optometrist to do the eye health. So that's why we have two signature. Do you see one in the middle, one at the bottom? Right? Yeah. So like sometimes it'll be done by the same optometrist. Sometimes it'll be two different optometrists. Yeah, because for the second part will be done after the dilation. That's why after dilation we might send to the next the other optometrist to do the eye health check. And the other optometrist continue doing the refractive error. It depends on the setting of the event. Good, next. And the next one is this one will be afternoon. Sports screen will be afternoon, yeah. Too fast. So do you have any question for the form? Any question?
Patient ID. So I'm assuming most patients are first time seeing you, so what do you fill out for a patient ID?
Or the patient ID will be if you didn't use the computer to register the patient on the spot, the patient ID will be blank. The patient ID will be generated by the system when you do the data entry. It's all auto-generated. Yes.
Thank you.
I have one question. Did this patient, when they come to CG event, do they get some ID card? We're going to give them an ID card. So next time, if they come back in the next year or maybe after the half year or something, they can verify right away. Say, I'm your old patient. Do you have that?
No, we don't have that, but because we have the system when they come to make another appointment. Like in Fresno, we keep a waiting list for dental, vision, and medical. When they come to us, when they call us that I want to make an appointment for like dental, I said, what's your name and what's your birthday? And we ask them whether they've been here before. And sometimes maybe like 5 or 6 days ago, they forgot. They don't know whether they've been here before. But we always check from the system. We put on their birthday and also the name, then they'll pop up the ID. Yeah, because if you give the card, if they didn't come so often, they might lose the card too. Yeah, like me, I clear my wallet like every other day. Take out the thing if I don't use.
But the thing is also that the reason we don't give up the card because it's
the frequency of these patients are not that high. And even in Fresno, we do so many events, but we have a computer in the, like Olivia present in the clinic or in the outreach to have a computer. We still can check our database. Even sometimes say, oh, the doctor said, the chart is not here. Why is an old prescription? We can pull up on our EHR and we can tell the doctor, here's a prescription that last time we have. Those things build up, and you guys are not at the level that get the database, and we still have to work on how New Jersey down the line have our own database is set for you guys. Currently, New York have their own database, but managed by Olivia, and Boston also have a database which connect to New York for that region. So we will work on your side, but that take a team to dedicate in charge of that database because this is HIPAA. Any error that we make will be fined by $1 million. Okay, so that's the reason. Thank you.
Okay, any questions?
Some of the PowerPoints put out is difficult to read. Is it possible for you guys to forward us the PowerPoint?
I think the most of the wording is okay, only the diagram, right? The diagram is very small. Yeah, I can send the 2 diagrams, the process flow and also the size setting. Yeah, okay.
Also, a lot of these are new to many of us, so is it possible to provide us with a glossary? Terminology of this machine, that machine, does what?
Oh yeah, in the afternoon we're going to have a hands-on, and I'm going to very briefly go through all the equipment, and after that we're going to go like station to station. Then we're going to have a hands-on practice, and we're going to tell you that this is auto refractor and this what's on the screen, so it'll be easier. Yeah.
Thank you.
I take a lot of practice. And repetition to know how to do it. Even we, like say, I give you a menu, you may just read and you don't touch it and you cannot connect. So it's hands-on. A lot of things are hands-on. Hands-on make you more professional. Yeah. Okay. And I think there's one last question back.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, because enough time, can you talk about the pink form?
The pink form, and can you maybe explain a little bit more for the second page, because it kind of a little bit fast. So, but you didn't speak very clearly, but can you explain a little bit more about like the back of the pink form?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, the pink form, the chief complaint will be done by the registration. So you're going to ask the patients whether they have a blurry vision, OD right eye or S left, or you be both eyes. So you have either for far or for near. So every question you go through it, and then you stop there. And for the we don't in Fresno we don't do a visual acuity check, but I think in New York they did it, right? Visual acuity, yeah. Because not all the doctor, not all the optometrists need to do this part, but they can do it inside the room using the screen there. Okay, and we do the next to visual acuity check is the current glasses. Current glasses is that we ask the patient whether they have a glasses, then we're going to use a lensometer to measure the optical measurement. And because the lensometer is not here yet today, it's still somewhere. So I think Brother Chris knows how to use it, then he can train you guys how to use the lensometer, how to put it in, how to do the reading, and how to get the measurement for single vision, bifocal, and also progressive. It's different reading. And the printout is different too. Okay, it's more practice, then you get to know how to do the measurement. And after that, IOP. IOP is the eye pressure, the one that we use in the most of the equipment that we bought for the tonometry test is the NCT, non-contact tonometer. We have to check NCT. The one that we have the one next to the pulse is the autorefractor and also tonometry. There's two in one. No, it's actually more than two. There's a lot of function there, but we don't use all the functions. But sometimes the doctor want to do more things, then they still can use optometry to do any measurement.
And the reason we use this non-contact thermometer is because we try not to have, like sometimes if you go to optometrist, the doctor use a pen and put near your eye, then the doctor has to do it themselves. With this machine, they use a puff, then it's same measurement, then reduce the risk of us hand that pen to the volunteer to poke the eye. That's the reason. So and besides that pen is about $3,000 to $4,000, and easily pop on the floor. That's another new one. So that's the reason everything we buy is we consider those error and cost effective. So this is much easier to do. Okay.
Yeah, this is very easy to operate, but just that we still need to be very careful when we do the eye operation. Don't push too hard. When you push forward, push slowly. If not, they're gonna put into people's eyes. And we need to have, I think, like 10 millimeter, like close to the eyes. So be very careful. When you move around from the left to the right, normally I like to like pull back a little bit. Some people have very high nose. I call it the nose bridge. Yeah. If you just go like that, it might hit the nose bridge. Then like bonk. So we can pull back a little bit, so make a from the right to the left. We measure it, then pull it back, like make a U go to this side. So there's quite a few things that we need to be in afternoon part. I'm going to share with you our experience when we operate the autorefractor. In autorefractor, like IOP, we do non-contact. And when you print out using the autorefractor, you're going to have the right eye pressure and left eye pressure, and we put the time too. Sometimes we might need to do a few times. And for the eye pressure, if the eye pressure is more than 21, this means that it becomes kind of high. So we need to, normally if more than 21, I'll highlight it so that the doctor is aware that this patient's eye pressure is very high. And if the eye pressure, the left eye and the right eye pressure more than 3, the difference more than 3, we will do it again. Yeah, according to the user guide, we need to do 3 times. But the first, after 1 time, the second time is very hard to do it. And even for adults, they keep blinking, and you can see the tears start coming out, and they don't like to do eye pressure check, so we do 1 time only. Yeah, okay. Then next to the eye pressure is the color test. Then we're going to write down, I'm going to show you how to write the test result and the steroid test. Then follow that will be auto-reflection. There's 2 auto-reflection. One is before dilation, the other one is after dilation with the weight. It's after dilation, like after 15-20 minutes. Then with the PD that we measure using the autorefractor, and the PD meter will be for far PD. So we write on the first column. You look at the PD. We have far and near, right? So we always write the PD for the far. If the patient want to do reading glasses, normally the doctor will ask us to -3 for the. When we look at look a distance, right? Our eye level is like that. When we look near, they'll cross out a little bit, so -3. And all the measurements in millimeter. How many? And autorefractor, then monocular PD is like, for some people, most of the time we assume that when we measure the PD is the pupil distance, right, supposed to be all in the middle, right? And some people will be off a little bit to the side or like come in a bit. So when we make the glasses, we use the mono. That's mean like, let's say I have 66, I assume they have 33. But actually when we use the PD meter, maybe here's 32, 34. So if you single vision is okay, but if you make bifocal or progressive glasses, and the actual PD distance very important. Because for progressive, like mine is for progressive, and the point, that's why I need to measure very careful where is my pupil location. So if I off a little bit, I have to move my glasses like this. I have to every time to adjust my glasses. So the PD meter will, if both sides the PD distance different, we need to write down the mono PD. Left and right will be different. Okay. Because I know how to make my glasses, the optician measure my mono. Maybe when I use the PD meter to measure my pupil, I off a little bit. It's not right in the middle. So like I off 0.5. 0.5 is still okay, but if my astigmatism is very high, I think if astigmatism more than 1.5, then the PD is very, very important. It might make you feel dizzy. And after that, after the mono PD, the rest of the part will be done by the optometrist. So yeah. So we need to get used to the handwriting of the optometrist, so the one that help me with the data entry. Because the way they write is very hard to read. But we've been with one of the eye doctor that we've been with her for like 5 years, so we can recognize what she wrote. At first, every time I have to take a small picture and send to her, what's this? Then I have a lot of like sending back and forth all the thing, because we cannot read the handwriting. So you need to get used. And some optometrists say, okay, I'll make your work easy, I write slowly. And some have come with the assistant, then we can read it. If they do eye exam and they write the same time, it's very hard to read the handwriting. Yeah, and we try to see the slit lamp exam. We have a normal, we have a checkbox, right? This one is, before that we don't have this one. They have to circle, clear everything. So I asked them, for most of the kids, it's all clear. That's why I put a small, tiny checkbox there. If they check this one, this means everything is clear, and the angle is always 4. So they don't have to like circle so many columns. And for the left and right, if left and right is the same, sometimes they just write the right side and they put the arrow to the left. That means both are the same. So you need to get used to how they write the test result. And when you go all the way, be done by the doctor. The last one be the glasses. The glasses, then we have the single vision, because in our mobile we only do single vision. We don't do bifocal or we don't do progressive. But bifocal, we need. There's too many combinations. With single vision, we carry up to ±6. Then we already have so many lenses in the mobile. If we want to have different combination for bifocal, we might need another trailer for the lenses. There's too many combinations. So we don't do bifocal and we don't do progressive. So we have to let the doctor know that if for the elderly they need bifocal, we can write the prescription for bifocal, and they can do it outside. Then, or they can choose like they want to. They can choose either making glasses for distant or for near. For some of the patients, we can just ask them to go to like in Fresno we have the Dollar Tree. They can just get like maybe $1 for the reading glasses. Then we can make the one for distant for them. Yeah, but it's more easy to get these reading glasses from the store. distance will be like different. If for those that have astigmatism, they won't be able to see clearly using the one from the store. And we have to check whether we prescribe or dispense. And if for those prescription more than 6, we cannot make the glasses, then we only prescribe but we don't dispense. You have to make sure you don't check everything. So, and we try to be kind to those. I'm not sure because we don't only have a sample here, but in Fresno we can't let the patient, if your prescription more than 6, we won't be able to make it, but we would like to give you a pair of glasses without just a brand new frame for you, yeah, without the lenses. Then they can use that frame to use the insurance. They just need to pay for the lenses. Yeah. So we give them the offer. Hey, we still want to since you come to us, we want you to have something too. If you need glasses, then we give them a free frame. They can choose from that.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add on something. I just checked with Stephen. He allow you to bring the form back home to practice, so it's yours. Yeah, because original it's Suji's formal document, so we really don't want to give out in case someone make a whole bunch of copies and give away. So you can keep the chart and bring it home with you, the patient's chart, and bring it home and practice. And if you have any question, you always can contact the medical group and we will help you. Yeah, thank you.
One thing is, like I said, because you guys are quoting the backbone future of practice and this one, but we try, because these are kind of legal documents, so make sure you don't share with everybody. And people will start moving and just have a name of Suji. Because, I'll tell you a story. When we go out in one location, we tell them, every time the demand is high on dental, you as a volunteer need to distribute the number to them in line, so number 1, number 3, so that they can secure the space. They say, no, I give it to my partner to do it. I said, you cannot. Then we found out they charge $25 per person to get the number. Then the patient thought that I give $25 to Suji. Every event I calculate, they've been doing many years, so they make $2,000 per event. And we thought that we're doing free service. So that's why Master said, every time we do things, we do it ourselves. We distribution internationally. Our volunteer fly to that country and distribute. No middleman. Okay, no shortcut. That's the thing. And sometimes, some of you guys did bring up, maybe cross your mind that Olivia brought up that, how come these kids have insurance? Some of these, majority of kids have insurance. Why we still do that? Because one, kids don't understand the difference of blurry. They thought it's normal. And they don't tell their parents. Or they tell the parents say, I don't have time to bring you there. Either I go to work or I take one day off for income to bring you see doctor. All these kind have all factors. But once we identify the problem, the parent know the kid need glasses. Next year, they will bring the kid to the insurance. The goal is to educate the people to use their insurance to move forward. Healthcare are not doing a good job like dental. Every parent knows. Every 6 months, you have to go do cleaning and check up. The eye, they never first in the priority. So that's the reason we have this program to change the eye care health. Okay?
And also I'd like to share with you one story that we have 2 weeks ago, our last See to Succeed event for this school year. And there's one boy I think 4th or 5th grade, and she came in and I did the autorefractor and I asked him, open your eyes, and he said, I don't know how to open my eyes. I said, why you don't know how to open your eyes? He said, I can't read. I said, and normally when I did the autorefractor, it take me less than a minute. But for him, at that 2 or 3 minutes, still cannot get it. Then, and I said, open your eyes, right? Then he either cross all the way or he just can keep blinking. And also like we open halfway, and we have to like use the finger like open that a little bit. Then I get it done. And when we sit him there, and the doctor come up to call his name, and he don't have response at all. And then we finally just move him into the exam room, and the doctor did the eye exam, and he never wear glasses, and his prescription is -5 point something for both eyes. Yeah, this means he cannot see. And all the while he just keeps squeezing his eye. That's why he said he don't know how to open his eyes, because all the time he just like this. He can see clearly. And after he went back to the classroom, and he tell his teacher, he said, "Oh teacher, I can see your face now." And the teacher said, "I've been teaching you for 1 whole year and almost toward the school year, then you finally see my face." And the teacher come up to share with us that, this pair of glasses, I'm so happy that my student finally see my face after 1 year. That's when they cannot see clearly and never wear glasses. And another kid told us that when he look at the tree, he can know that this ground is the trunk and the whole thing is green. It's a tree, then he know it's a tree. But when he put on the glasses, and he said that, I can see every single piece of leaf on the tree. It's a big difference. And so then two of them sitting there and look at the tree and counting the leaf. This means like, even though just a small act from us, like a pair of glasses, and everyone of just spend like 5 hours to a school, but you see we can make so much changes. And some even have their parents to cry, and the parents cry too. And we have single mom with 4 kids. There's one time single mom with 4 kids, and all her kids seen by us, and all 4 pair of glasses. And she just sit there and cry. And then our volunteer tried to comfort her, and she said that without Tzu Chi, she don't know when she have the time and money to make a pair of glasses for all 4 kids. Yeah, so like he said, "Oh, can I take a picture of you all?" Then she just hugged us and so happy, and with the tear all still come out and laugh and smile. And this is even though for us we've been doing the C2C for 5 or 6 years, and we have like 50 to 60 events in 1 school year. And like for us, sometimes it's also routine for us. Like Tuesday we go there, okay, get everything done and pack. And Thursday we went to the other school and come back again. But even though the thing that we did is like a routine, but every time we see different story from the student, from the parents, and also from the teacher. And we have the parent, the grandma just came up to us and I'm so thankful that you are here, and my grandkid have a pair of glasses, and I so appreciate you. And she said a lot of good things that said, I'm hoping that I can see you every year in my school. Yeah, that's why they see the difference from the reaction from the kid when they get a pair of glasses. This is we call it a 动力。这个动力让我们往前跑。Yeah, keep on moving every day. Okay, thank you. So that for the sports screener, we need to have a dimmer room, just like we set up a small corner there. So normally we turn off the lights. We turn off the lights, and for young kid and young adult, it's very easy. But for elderly, sometimes their eyes are like the reaction. They have very slow reaction to the light. So normally we ask them to close their eyes for like 10-15 seconds, then open their eyes again, so that allow them to like dilate the eyes. Okay, that's why we say avoid direct sunlight to the subject's eyes, and close for 10 to 15 minutes and 3 feet from the subject. And maybe you can have Sister Doris. Yeah. And on the screen here we have you can select the age range. Then we can do one testing. We'll see whether the light. Maybe we need to turn off the light a little bit. Turn off the light. Oh, we can do it on the stage here. So you can see you can hear the buzzing sound, right? Okay, we just need to step right here. Okay, just look at the light. See the reading well. It's very fast, and you can see from next one. See, the result come out like this. So like, you can see this one's the eye exam complete, and this machine recommended Sister Doris to have further eye exam for astigmatism. Okay, then every screen have it, so you can go next. This is how the screen will display. And next is when you connect to the printer, you print out the result. So when we do the screening for the school, we get the student information first. When the student come to us, we look for their name and screen it and print out. The printer have the name, birthday, and the gender, and also whether they're wearing glasses. Whoever wearing glasses, we ask them to wear glasses when we take the reading. But if the one wearing glasses and you ask them not to wear the glasses when you do the screen, definitely they fail the screening. Okay. And for some people that wearing glasses, it depends on what type of glasses they have. And for glasses without AR, the auto refractor, and for those without AR, it's very, very hard to get the reading. So normally we try to go to a darker room. So we have to tilt their head a little bit up and down so that we can get the reading. Okay. So go next. See, then we have like the green, the one with the blue, I think. Yeah, this screen complete within the limit, they'll show blue. And the one that need further eye exam, they show red. You can refer to the printout. They're going to show whether this patient have myopia, astigmatism, everything. They list out everything there. So from there we know that this patient need further eye exam to get corrective glasses. And when you do the screening, make sure the screener and the eye level is parallel. So it cannot go up and down because the light from the reflection from the eye is different, so you have to make sure that it's level. Okay. 3 feet. The distance 3 feet. Okay.
How dark it is?
It depends. Like this one is good enough, and for like last time we did one event for the senior. They are like 60, 70, 80 years old. Take a long time for their eye to dilate. So it's very, very hard. So we ask them to sit in a darker room for like, sometimes you need to until 5 minutes, so that they can open up a little bit their pupil, then we can take the reading. For young kid and for kid and for young adults, very fast, less than 1 minute, like maybe just a few seconds. So we can, if we get everything imported to the small screener, then when they come to us, we just need to look for their name and just screen and print out, screen and print out. Then we can do very fast, like 150 in 2 hours. It's very fast.
And one thing is, you see the printout. We didn't buy the printer for this office, so it's up to the office and New Jersey like to buy a printer so that you guys can print out the result for the patient. And we recommend print by color printer because it print out nice. It's nice. It costs a little bit, but not cost very expensive. But your result is very big, impressive. People will give you more money. Okay. So then the bottom say, you see, the bottom. I will later this afternoon. I will create New Jersey name on the bottom. I will install it into this printout. So when you print out the time, there will be New Jersey office address, not this company address. Okay. So this will be done once I later this afternoon. I will add those into your system. Okay. So the printer about $400, but because you print the color cartridge do longer, but it's worth it because people can see. If you use black and white, they cannot tell. But this one, if red color, they say that you need to see a doctor. The right way. Okay.
Any printer can.
No. The best work with this equipment is HP. Have to buy HP. I'll tell you what number, what model you buy.
It's a small one, but it come out real nice. And it can be wire or it can be wireless. So sometimes we have two machines, we have two of these. So one printer, left and right, you just click, then it will go in and print. Yeah. Okay?
Okay, the one without the one within the normal limit is all blue, and this way you see we have the red myopia. This means this patient cannot see far. Okay, then next one, this nearsighted, farsighted. Then next one, yeah. And also this machine can measure whether your eye is aligned. Some people like one eye go to their side, so you can go to the next one. Next one, yeah. Yeah, see, one is red, right? You can see the screen. One side is red, that means the other side is off. It's not right in the middle. And this one can test, see whether this patient have a lazy eye, like one on their side, one's cut in the middle. So this one is not the accurate reading, but it is a basic it's a foundation for the optometrist to start the exam. Because if not, then they have to try every single one plus 0.25, go all the way. But now it's the baseline for the optometrist to start the test, the exam. Okay, go to the next one. Yeah, this all different. They have 6 different kind of test results. Okay, pre-testing we have color test, stereo test, auto reflection, tonometer, tonometry, lensometer, and PD meter. Color test is very. We have the color test book. And this one have 38 plates, but sometimes we don't do all the way. Some have 24, some have like 12. And depends on if for young kid, they don't have patience to read all of them. So we talk to the doctor which one is the which plate that we need to test. And you can see. Okay, like this one. So can you see what number is that?
73 and then 16.
Yeah.
So, but one thing, okay, remember, we learn over the years, we like children, sometimes they may not know the number. We use a Q-tip. Let them, if they can see, they can trace the number. So use the Q-tip instead of use the finger. Because our finger have oil, in long run, it will damage this book. So always use Q-tip and the children will trace it on, then you know they can see the shape of that number.
Yeah, and this one is for those students that don't know the numbers. Just like when you trace something like the pattern, and they have a cross mark, it start from here, go all the way to here. Okay, and just like Steven mentioned that we use a Q-tip, and sometimes for children, the motor skill is not that developed yet, so we tie the Q-tip to a pen. Because for like kindergarten or something, they cannot hold too tiny. They have to use like a pen size. It's easy for them to trace. So we tie the Q-tip to the pen or pencil. Yeah. Then don't let them use your finger to trace it. Okay, and this one we can, the way we, thank you. And so good, next one.
So those pre-testing, that we have to print out all of those test results?
Oh, okay, we're going to write it on the pink consultation form. On the printout only for auto refractor, for color test, stereo test, we just need to write the result onto the form.
So when you guys, after that hands-on, you can play with it and write on the form that you have on your chart.
Yeah.
Okay?
Go next one. So, this is the plan that we have, and depends on yours have 38 pages, so it's different. So you can go all the way to 12. If you test 12 number, they only get 11 number correct, right? Just right 11/12. That means 11 out of 12 that this patient can read. Okay, and go next one. Stephen.
Sorry, I'm out of job now.
So for students that have a deficiency to read, differentiate red and green, they consider colorblind. Okay, so red. That's why in this plaque, there's some that combine red and green. Even for even they say that most of colorblind only carry to boy, but for our authorities say that there's a very minimum, the very small possibility that maybe the girl can have it too, so we do for boy and girls. But for school, they only do the color test for all the boy. Okay, but because the chances for a girl to get colorblind is very, very rare. Yeah, because like one of our volunteer, she have 2 sons, and she said start from elementary school, they have 12 color pencil, 24, 48, then go all the way to 128, and her son still said that there's not enough color. And then she brought the son to do a color test and found 2 of her sons colorblind. Yeah. So that for the red, there's different red, orange, they say oh, it's the same color. Yeah. So, but for colorblind, we cannot do anything, but at least we kind of know that they are colorblind. Then certain job that things like policemen or firefighter, they kind of very particular in the color. So certain job they won't be able to do if they're colorblind. Okay. So the same thing, we test from the right eye, then to the left eye, then the book will be like 20 inches in front of us, in front of the patients. Then volunteer hold the book, and if the patient wearing glasses, make sure they wear glasses during the testing. If not, like maybe they know the number, but because they're wearing glasses, you took out the glasses, then it's blurry, they cannot see, but actually they can see it. Yeah, make sure that whoever gets glasses, wear glasses. Okay, right, next one. So on your form, you can see there's a color test column, the pink form. So I circle the pink form, yeah. So you got to record this OD, OS. Normally we do the color test for both eyes. We hardly do for one eye. So we do for all you. So like, for this one, for example, it's 11 out of 12, this patient get it right. Oh? So like, if only like 10 out of 12, then be 10 out of 12 that this patient get it right. And 12 is, and depends on how many, if you only test on 6 plate, so you can like 6/6 or 5/6. The number on the right is the total number of the plate that you do the testing. And the one on the left is the one that they get it right. Okay, the next one. Okay. Okay, for the steroid test, and the book is not here yet, and we need to use the 3D glasses. So when we show this one to the patients, what or ask them, did you see anything that pop up? Okay, and for example, the one on the left or the right, sometimes the shape is like, for me, I cannot see exactly the shape, but I know something pop up. And the doctor said that as long as they feel something is popping up, this means they can see, like, it's considered it's right, it's correct. Okay, and we don't rush them, because most of the time for young kids, they don't understand what we're trying to ask. They don't know what's pop up. Maybe they don't know that what's like something that's different. So just give them some time. Don't rush. Just tell them, do you see anything different, or do you see like something that kind of stand out in front of you? Okay, so you have to try to find a way to make them understand what you're trying to deliver. Okay, and this one, Brother Chris is going to show you in more detail when you guys have the book. Okay, next. Okay. Okay, this one. So if they get for the testing, if they get two consecutive misses, then we stop it and we write the test result the one day before they get it wrong. Okay, go next one. Okay, next. Okay, and this is where we record the result. This one's 0, and based on the number, the second show next to the teacher is the test result. They have either like 50 second, 200 second, or 500 second. So when you look at the book, there you know, because now there's no book, so it's kind of hard to explain the second. Okay. So autorefractor is the one that we're going to use. The one we can use it to test on the autorefractive error and also the eye pressure. So this is the this one I'll explain in more detail when I go to the station. That'll be easy. I point it, then you can see it's more easy. But this is just the layout of the autorefractor that you have. Okay, next. Okay, the skin there we can show more. Next. Next. Okay, next. So like we all, there's a line, so we have to like measure the eye level. There's a line with the marker there, so we can. I'm gonna show you a very short video on how to do the test. Next. Next. So you see the yellow ring, that means they try to capture the reading now. So they finish, this means can move to the right, the right eye. Left eye, sorry, left eye. Okay, then you pull it back, then it's ready for the eye pressure measuring. And this one you have to be very careful. You don't move too fast to the front, then you might poke the eyes. So move slowly. Okay. Then you're going to see the line slowly. You see the line is ready to pop the egg. They always have like they give you instruction. If they didn't open their eyes wide enough, they should open the eye wider. As long as there's any like eyelashes or anything covered, then you will be able to get the reading. Yeah, you have to make sure the numbers show up. If the machine keep popping the A, but no numbers show up, this means they didn't get the eye pressure. The egg will keep coming out and pop the eyes, and you can see the tear coming out. Yeah. Okay, and print out the result. Okay. So lensometer is the one that we use to measure the optical measurement for the current glasses. So we're going to ask the patient what type of glasses they have, single vision, bifocal, or progressive, because there's a selection there for different type of lenses. And and lensometer also can not only can be used to measure the current glasses, and after making the glasses, we want to make sure the glasses that we make is actually the one that prescribed by the optometrist. Then we're going to show the sphere, and also the cylinder, and also the axis. Axis is very important for patients with astigmatism. Like the axis, like because astigmatism, because like our eyes are supposed to be round, and somehow like become like football shape. This means we have the angle problem that cause the. Okay, and that's why we need to make sure the axis is correct. And because the last month I received call from New York saying that because every time they make it, the axis kind of off for like 10, more than 10. It's not right more than 10. Only can off by 1 or 2 degrees. And so there's something they need to like figure out what's the problem with the machine, or maybe the way they make it, the process. And for the cylinder more than 1.5, they will have to make sure the difference from the the difference that we allow to happen, the axis can only allow to 1 or 2 degree difference. If more than that, we need to like redo it. Because again, the patient feel dizzy if the angle is different. Okay, next. So this is the printout. That is where we write the top. There's one current glasses. This is where we record the reading. The PD meter is very straightforward. Let me get the PD meter. Okay, this is the PD meter that we're going to use for the measurement. So there's a knob there. You can turn it around, and normally there's an infinity. We normally use an infinity for distance. When we measure the PD, there's an infinity sign. Use it for the distant glasses. And we can turn the knob to other, and the rest for reading. Some patients they like to read maybe like 20 inch, some 40, like different inches. So based on the requirement from the patient, we change this one. But most of the time, the doctor just -3 from the far distance, the far PD. That's very common. Okay, and okay, we can make you. Okay, okay. This one I just press it. This one for the far PD. This mono PD. These two add up together supposed to be the same as the one in the middle. Okay, just it's too bad. So you have to, I need to, someone show that. Okay. Okay, we need to make sure that it's level, like this one, touching, and you just need to tell them they're going to see a green light inside. Okay, so there's two here, two nodes here, okay. And there's one, both sides have the line, so you need to move around this one so that it can, they see the green light, but for us, we saw the two shining dot from the pupil. So the two lines have to cover the pupil. Okay, so do like this, you can move around. Okay, so we can see the PD is 65. The PD is 65, and for sister, then both her eyes very even, 32.5, 32.5. Good.
Good or bad?
That's good. Yeah. So this one we are going to make sure it is same as the printout from the auto refractor. Sometimes if they move around, the auto refractor might show 70, but actually it's only 65. So we kind of like, I think Dr. Chung kind of like to measure the PD for every patient. And we did it in Fresno too. Like in Fresno, for the student we use auto refractor, but after that we use PD meter to measure again to confirm the readings correct. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we turn it to infinity. The sign, you can see the sign from the PD meter. For dilation, the reason why the doctor asked for dilation is because like mostly for patients with high blood pressure or retinal detachment or diabetes patient, we like to do the dilation so that the doctor can see through the small tiny pupil. When they enlarge, I can see better inside the nerve, any blood vessel, any like I think they call it 钙化 the nerve, the vessel, yeah. Okay, so that they for young kids we hardly do that, but for elderly, the high blood pressure and because if the high blood pressure, the pressure is too high, it can cause the damage to the nerve, and according to the doctor, if once they cause the damage, there's no U-turn, then your nerve, everything will be like, for life will be damaged. So it's very, very important. And this sharing from one of our doctors saying that This like for the migrant worker, they hardly see doctor. They only when they're very sick, they go to get consultation. And there's one of his her patients. He came in to do eye exam, and the doctor found that there's a lot of like his blood vessel is kind of enlarged and a lot of like damage, and he never see doctor and end up. It's not medical doctor refer to the eye doctor, but it's the eye doctor refer the patient to medical doctor because he never follow up with his blood pressure. And when they refer him to a medical doctor, then they found that his blood pressure is very, very high that damage the blood vessel in his eyes. So we can do like reverse referral. Sometimes that if the patient didn't do their annual checkup, they never know whether they have high blood pressure or high glucose. But from eye exam, then you can see whether there's any damage. Then you can recommend them to get medical consultations. Okay, next. And the frames for frame stations. When we choose the frame for the patient, normally we choose like the size. The size of the frame, right, almost the same as the width of the patient's face. It can be slightly smaller, but not bigger than the width of the face. Okay, and also the temple. The temple at the back, make sure it's like all the way to the ear. It's not go too far away from the ear. If not, then when they're moving, like the whole glasses keep like coming out. Even though we can adjust it, but we try not to adjust too much. Just like if they have a longer temple, if you adjust it, you can see the tips of the temple come out from behind the ear. It's very like it's not pretty, like it's not nice. Okay, so we choose the lens, and for the height of the eyeglasses, maybe 1/3 of our face from eyelashes to the chin, like 1/3 of it. But now because of the trend, people like to have a bigger frame. Like they have a bigger round frame that's also pretty. But for comfortable wise, then we can't encourage them. We choose a smaller size. It's more comfortable for you if you wear for a long time. If only just for like reading, it's okay. Okay, the next one. And when we put the glasses on their face, make sure that the center of the frame is the pupil. We don't put it like this one, then the pupil is on top. Yeah, make sure like when you put it on, in the center of the frame is the pupil. So we recommend them. This is the way we choose the frame, but we don't force them to follow our instruction. But we try our best to give them the best advice we have. Okay, next one. See, when you look at the like I know brother and sister that you have the glasses, you can take it off. And you can see the temple. The temple have all these numbers. Yeah, I can take out glasses and check whether you see the numbers and the brand name. Okay, we have the number like 50, 17, and 140. Every glasses have it. That's the size of the frame. 50 is the width of the lenses, and 17 is the one in the middle. The temple is from here all the way to the back. So if you have like some patients have a bigger face, right, you make sure that you don't choose like 50 only. You have to choose like 55, 56 so that you can fit them. Okay. And we're going to show you how to write the model number. The model number is very important because without the model number, we cannot make the glasses and send it over. So we're going to go from station to station later. Okay, next. Oh yeah. And this one, you look at the small printout that you have for the prescription. This one? Oh. Yeah. You have to make sure all the information is filled out. Everything needs to be filled out. Okay, when the doctor gives you the prescription, they already fill at the top. Okay. And also have to make sure that exam date is there and expire date, because every prescription can last for 2 years. Unless like if you feel some blurry, then you can go for eye exam. But normally even insurance, they only they cover for every 2 years for eye exam and glasses. Okay, then this will be done by the optometrist, the prescriptions. And when this piece of paper come to frame station, we need to make sure everything filled out, including the PD. Without the PD, we cannot make the glasses. Okay, then we need to do single vision right now, and here the type of frame is where you're going to write the frame information. Then we know which one to make the glasses. And the doctor will tell the patient whether this is for full-time way or part-time. Part-time maybe only some kids, the doctor prescribe the glasses only for reading in the classroom because they know that if they wear it to play sport, right, then they come back, they lost the glasses, they brought the glasses. We made the glasses in the morning, the afternoon we get a call from the school that the glasses already gone. They step on it or they might play with it, I don't know where they put the glasses. Only in a few hours. Okay, so so this one, and here, this one will be done by the doctor. Doctor will be here at the top, and this part will be the frame station. Then the bottom is when you dispense the glasses. When we make the glasses, we send it over to New Jersey. Then whoever dispense the glasses need to put the name here, name and date. And over here will be whoever received the glasses. Because we don't want the patient to come in here and say that, oh, I don't receive the glasses, but you already delivered the glasses. Or maybe they lost it and say, oh, I didn't receive it. So we have to make sure that they print the name and sign. Sometimes they might send other people to come to pick up the glasses. Then when you call them or your glasses is ready for pickup, then just tell them if they cannot make it, they need to let you know who is the one that they're sending over, then you can match the name. So you don't deliver the glasses to the wrong person. And every time you need to ask them again and again, is this your name? Because for some kid, right, when you call the other name, they come to you. So you might give the wrong one. Will we ever give the wrong glasses to the wrong kid? Because when they call their name, they say, oh yeah, this is the name. They can't pick out and say, oh nice, they left. And when the other glasses come in, right, when we call their name, it's supposed to be the other one. They will call them, and they never say the glasses is not done. When we call them to come back to our clinic to change it again. Yeah. And the other one is for the Hispanic patients. But like as a Chinese, when you call their name, our pronunciation is not as accurate as how they've been called. Like we always call Ivan. Then we go, oh Ivan, there's nobody answer. They're supposed to evade. Yeah, the way they used to the way their family call their name. So we have to make sure that we get the right patient when we bring them into the exam room. Make sure this is the right patient. Okay. Last name, we call last name, but we try to call the first name first. And some young kids, they don't know the last name. Yeah, it's like you have to make sure some even this is they have the first name, last name, but they used to call by the middle name. So we look around. It's not how come we have the glasses and we have everything, but don't have the kid to pick up the glasses. And he told us different name. Then somehow the mom come out. This is it. Yours he been called by the middle name. Yeah. When you do the event, you can see different kind of thing happen, and you just need to be aware of how to do it. Yeah. Oh, the young kid, they don't know their birthday. And it happened to dental too. For after you register the patient, you want to take X-ray and make sure you verify the first name, last name, and birthday. If not, they might take X-ray on the wrong teeth. It's supposed to be where one time there's one volunteer from the other office, then he came to help our dental clinic. And they said, oh, 1 and 2. Said, no, the patient said, not 1 and 2, and the other side. Then the patient check says 1 and 2. But actually it's the wrong patient. If you take the wrong one, there's nothing happened there, but supposed to be the other side. So call the name is very, very important to verify before we do anything. Even like every station we have that color test, we always verify the name first. Yeah, okay. And the glasses dispensing, we talked about it, and the data entry, I think we can skip data entry, then we can talk to Sister Nancy. Okay, then now we can like go to the station, then we're going to show how to use the equipment. Okay, we can go, everyone go to one station first, then we divide into like 4 stations. Okay?
The full exam. This station is doing pre-testing. That means that we help out places that do 100 students, then we select those failed one, then come back with this setup. Okay, remember, this is not always the first station when the real clinic. This will use on the real clinic time is when the children will not able to use the auto reflector. We use this to get the prescription number. But always will end up with registration table and this table. Then this one will be end up with the first station is a registration table. Okay, so remember that. And when you look, this is how much space you roughly need to make a clinic for vision. So like that station at the back is for the doctor. You will see how to lay out so that easy for doctor to move things. So our job is to make sure the layout is done like that. The doctor just come in, sit there and work. This side is where we work, all the non-professional work. Get ready for the patient sit down. But we need to set up the whole clinic itself, okay? Then later when you reach there, I'll explain how to set up, why we put this way, why we put that way, so that all we standardize and easy according to the optometrist habit. Okay?
Question. Going forward, if setting up the on-site outreach, would you recommend the open area better than if we have a choice of the open area versus small, for example, classroom?
Open area is much easier to control.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. For this one, when you turn it on, sorry. So when you turn it on, right, you can see the age group. So you're going to ask how old they are. They're 5, 6, or like. So for example, like everybody here, they're more than 20 years old. So you select 20 to 100. Okay. When you press this one, you can see the birdie. Right? So this one very attractive. The kid will always that. Then it's like when they say what is that, you already take the reading. Okay, like we need just like 3 feet. And sometimes we need to tilt it a little bit because of the reflection from the glasses. So we might tilt it a little bit. And for elderly that their pupil didn't open up fast enough, then we ask them to close their eyes for like depends on it's depending, so sometimes like 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. Okay, then after that we can try to take it again. All right, so we can have someone want to try on this one. Okay. So after you select the age, okay, then we just need to point to the eye. See, if I put it for too far.
At 3,000 or 1,000? 3,000.
8,000. This small thing is 8,000.
And you say can print out. How you print out?
Oh, this one will be you can set it connect to the printer. After you're done with it, oh, see? After you're done with it, if you already have the name list from the school, there's a function you can import all the names to this machine. Then when they come to you, you look for their name and pop up name, birthday, and gender. Then this is the right one. You tick on the name and you do the screening. Yeah. After the screening, there's a print button here. Yeah. The print button when you print out, then the whole thing, the whole thing will come up. So we normally give the print out to the school. We don't want to. If our program, then we go through it with optometrists. Then for the school, right, we do it and we give the school, and the school will decide which one to call for appointment. Yeah, we'll let the school do it. Yeah. Only for our program, we send it to. For most of our program, we do it for the migrant family because they are elderly. This one only test for distance. So for the reading, Normally after this one, for the elderly, we kind of ask them to read something. If they say it's blurry, they say we schedule them to come in for the reading classes. This only for distance. Okay? Alright, any questions?
If you use it outdoors and it's too bright.
Oh yeah, outdoor. The first time we use this one outdoor is for the elderly. And we use the canopy. We set up 10 by 10. Then we use the curtain to cover everything. And here you have to make sure your curtain is long enough to go all the way to the ground. The first time we use it, we still have like this gap for the sunlight to come in, right? Taking us so long to fix it, and we have to lower down the canopy all the way to the ground, and we have to then like just go down to take the screening for the kid. And that's one time you even just get a blanket to cover everything, make sure we have a double. Yeah. And the curtain they're using have to be very thick.
Right.
If like transparent, it's still too bright. You have to cover everything. And we bought the what call it, the some kind of the cushion for the canopy to block the sunlight.
Canopy?
Yeah.
The canopy. They
No,
can buy
the
for
side.
Yeah, the side.
The medical tent.
No.
no.
For the Amazon or you buy those 10 by 10 canopy, they do sell the curtain surrounding. You buy those dark curtains.
Yeah, you can cover the middle of the
You don't buy those white one. You buy the blue one or whatever so that you get color.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Question. So this is the reading, right? So for the reading purpose, do we recommend wear glasses?
Yeah, when you do the screening, whoever wearing glasses, they need to wear glasses to do the screening. If not, they definitely fail. Without glasses. Yeah, you need to wear glasses. Okay? That's why when we have the program with the school, we can remind the nurse that said if you do the screening for the student, make sure if the student have glasses, make sure the screening is done with the glasses. If not, sometimes they send the student to us, right? The student with the glasses and nothing wrong, everything's so nice, and they even have a new glasses. Then why they send to us? Because when they do the screening, the nurse forgot to ask them to put in the glasses. Yeah.
And also when you wear glasses and test it, you want to make sure that glasses is correct or not. Sometimes they may be old. But sometimes people is brand new, they want, because someone nurse told them that, oh, just do it with Suchi, they give you a new pair. They will do a second pair. We try not to encourage them to do this kind of greedy. Yeah.
We always tell them that once you receive the glasses, we don't do replacement, we don't repay. Yeah. And some even bring their own frame. They say, can I use my own frame to make glasses? We don't do that. Because they bring the frame that they bring to you, maybe a brand name. If you block it, you have to pay. We have to pay for the frame. Yeah, so we don't use the frame from the patient. We always use the frame from our own store.
Yeah, I just try to那个 noise 是你不要对着你那个 microphone, not facing the speaker.
Yeah, back
So
up.
back to the speaker this way 就不会
Away
Yeah,
from the
speaker is away from the
back,
speaker.
back.
Okay, so
Opposite.
any question with this one? Then we can start practicing later.
So we go, you want to station, explain, then everyone, one group, we go assign one group, one station, then rotate the station, okay?
Then we can go
Go to auto refractor right now.
我们是第二个
So, sorry. For auto refractor,
You have to sit that side, not this side. Sure. Yeah, you have to sit this side.
Oh, I see on this side. Oh, right. What am I doing right now?
okay, and for auto refractor, you see the marker here?
Oh, yeah.
This is a marker. This one have to be aligned with the eye, like this one. Okay, and this table is adjustable up and down.
Oh.
And the chair too. Okay, and sometimes the in Fresno, because we do young kid, and even they sit on the chair, it's very hard to get the reading too. So we custom build 2 boxes. One like stepping like a stepping stool, like different height, so that they can stand on top of the box and do the reading. So Okay, come down. Okay. So we're going to ask them, their chin, they have to put their chin right here. Okay, forehead touching. And this one, see the eye marker is not very level. So we can ask the sister back up a little bit. So we can add this one here, the button to adjust the chin height. Can go up, see?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, then we can ask the sister put in here again. And I have to make sure the head don't cover their eyes. Now, for some school, they're still wearing the mask. If the mask have to be lower, like this level. If like a bit, even though it's not cover the eyes, but you still cannot get it. So it have to be lower like this one. Oh, yeah. So see the eye level? Level now, and chin here, forehead touching. That is good. So before we start doing anything, we come here first, then we make sure that the patient sit the right way, and we don't, okay, for example, like, okay, step back. So, okay, put your chin. So you see, like we're not going to do this, and then like get the whole head hanging. Then hanging like, and then, okay, if the sister put like this, we don't adjust this one. They might hurt your back. Okay, so okay, so we can lower down. Yeah. So I make sure like their head is not hanging or like go like this. If too low, okay? You see too low, okay? See too low. You cannot. They could do like this. Then they have a hundred. They do like this. And if you do eye pressure again, like the whole body may, after they do this one, say, oh, I don't want to see doctor anymore. And they might need to see chiropractor. Okay, we go like this. Okay,
chiropractor come with us.
Yeah, stand by. Okay, like this one, and okay. So you can come to this side. We can adjust the screen. Oh, sorry. You see from here, you can see RK and NT, right? RK and NT. RK is a refractive error. RT is the eye pressure. It's different. So normally we do RK, NT, or if not, you can change it. If you want to do auto refractive, only RK. Okay. Then or you want to do eye pressure only. Okay. Then we want to do both now. So RK and NT, both sides. And also we do 3D, that 3 dimension, the eyes 3 dimension, and A, because we are not really experts, so we put A automatic. So automatic, then the machine do it for us. Okay, and we use a cylinder negative. Cylinder negative, this one you don't have to change anything, and this one is like, you know, for some doctors they want the K reading, but not all the doctors want it. You can just like, do like this. Do you mind? Or yeah. To the back. Okay, and any reading will show it here. So we're going to start from. Okay, we're going to start from the right side. Okay, so we can move. And this one to go up and down. Joystick go up and down. So go. So sometimes when they sit down, if the level is not right, you can see the eyebrow instead of the eyes. So if you do right the marker level with the eye, then you can straight away you can see the eyeball.
Okay, good.
Okay. All right. So see, and we have to tell the patient don't bring your eye too much. So like sister keep blinking, right? So if don't bring your eye too much, and go around. So just go, just point to the center. It's very easy.
How closely you should move?
Oh no, just move slowly. Once you get the yellow ring, then stop. Okay, this already done with the right side. It's very fun. Just like when you move to the left, you don't just go straight. You cut, like me, I like to go back again and go. Oh.
One key question. Ken, I don't know how to use this. Should I be on the other side and someone else who knows how to do so I can learn?
Yeah, you will. You will.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and so I took the right side. I took the right side, but now I'm going to the left one. But just now, the sister moved. That means her PD will be off. It's okay. Then we still do the left side. Okay, the same thing. So can you see this one? This means you need to go like the arrow. They need to go to this side a little bit. Go here. Yeah.
You see the yellow?
Yeah, yellow. Then stop. Yeah. they do it. Okay, it's done left side. Then pull back. So they pull it back to the center. Okay, go. Something come out from here.
Oh.
The nozzle come out from here. That means ready for the eye pressure. Okay. So I'm going to show it again later. And go to the left. The same thing. So this one don't push too fast. Slowly. Slowly. Okay. So slowly. Find the pupil. Go slowly in. So you can see the line. Keep opening or open again. See, we didn't get the reading because when the air pop coming out, the sister kind of bring her eye. Okay.
So you have to tell patient not blink the eye.
Yeah, so don't bring too much. Yeah, don't bring. Yeah. So you can do slowly again. And this one pointer, this we have to move forward. Slowly bring in again. Okay, open your eyes wider. A bit wider. You see, got it. So the reading come out, that's when you got it.
Oh, good.
Okay, it does not keep popping, but a few times, but there's still no reading. That means they didn't capture the pressure. Then we move to. And this one, we really need to pull it back and move to the left side because this one come out, they might hit the nose. Come out from here. We're going to do it again. Open your eyes. Wider. Okay, slowly going in. Wider again. Don't bring your eyes too much. No, see. No, start. Okay.
You got it? No.
No, because like when the air pop coming out, then she bring her eye. Okay, slowly. Yeah, got it. So after this one, you press this button to print it out.
That button.
Yeah. Okay, start. Yeah. So this is the reading. So we have to make sure the side here have to be 8 or 9. 8 or 9 or 7 is okay, but prefer 8 and 9. If 4 and 5, definitely you need to redo it. Okay, and the system, the equipment take 3 measurement, and we always get the average, the one with the bracket. This is the reading. This is the number that we're going to write down. The last one. You have to write down these 3 number. Okay, and this is the PD, the pupil distance. Like the pupil distance for both eyes, 59, and this is the pressure, 12 and 13. So we're gonna write down this one. Sometimes you might take like a few eye pressure, then we always get the average. Write it down. Okay.
Okay, so PD is a pupil distance. A is for automatic. 3D is a 3-dimension. What RK stands for?
RK, refractive error.
Okay.
Yeah, then NT is the eye pressure.
Eye pressure.
Yeah. Okay. Then we can have one more, and we need to clean it. Because every time you use it, you have to clean it first. Okay.
Yeah.
Clean the whole thing here, and okay. Another thing is like when we do the eye exam, we some kids like to move around. We don't let them touch anything. So we ask them to hold it here. When we ask them to hold it here, if they stand on the stepping stool, make sure before they come down, they release, let go first. If not, the whole thing will go. They jump and this whole thing go together with them. So release first. So, and another thing, see the black thing here? This is the PD sensor. Don't cover, and if you cover like this one, some kids like do like this. If you cover this one, then they always show that PD error. Okay, and another thing that show PD error or also when you go from right to left, when you move to the left, right, it's supposed to show L, but because the sunlight comes from that side, it's too bright, this one will be, it won't function well. So you make sure there's no direct sunlight from that side.
And the front PD, you clean up the sensor, you know. This side is a sensor that don't let them fingerprint. This is a sensor to measure the PD, and also the sensor here, and the 4-dot sensor here need to be clean. And one thing we learn also, the children, sometimes we didn't pay attention, they put the finger in there. Then how come so blur? Okay? Then we realize there's a fingerprint, so we have to use a Q-tip and clean it. So make sure they don't touch anything, just have them hold it like that. Okay? But one thing is so, sometimes over the years it runs because it gets dirty. So you can lift up a little bit and use a paper and run through around to clean dust like that, because that way it can smooth roll. Okay, so I never lock this one because it get pushed, it loose. But these are the few things that cause the error. But if we do it right, usually we don't break down. Every time that you start the machine, the auto calibrate itself, so you don't have to worry. Okay, so that's about the sensor. Yeah.
And after you use it, you have to make sure you clean the chin first. It's most oily part.
That's for every patient.
Forehead. These two is the more dirty one. And also clean the whole thing here. And we also pay attention when we do the testing. Some keep not only touching here, they touch everything like they do. So whenever they touch, maybe this one's too small now. They have to like clean everything. Yeah. And sometimes, like Steven said, they put the finger inside. They said you ask them like, if put your chin here, like they put your head. So you move forward, and they say, they cannot see. I cannot see. Then they kind of turn, where is the balloon? Yeah. So you have to tell them there's a balloon inside. Okay, and also when you do the eye pressure, there's a green light. You get the green light. And for kids, when they see something pop up, they kind of like very nervous. They wake up. Just like we can show something. So see this one. NT is like this one. If I put this one RK. If I put NT, right, you can see this one come up. Slow down, and this one come up. This for eye pressure. And this is the one that come out. So we have to make sure this one don't hit the patient's eyes or nose. This one is not auto-refractive. The door be closed.
So the printout show us this is the PD and this is the pressure and what is this?
This is the auto-refractive.
What does that mean?
The refractive element.
What does that mean?
眼睛的度数啦，你眼睛的左眼几度，右眼几度，
所以是 point to five，
这个是右眼，这是左眼，
所以它
对，他眼睛视觉表现是蛮好的。
你的眼睛很好啊。
对，这是视觉人检测，
那个需要的，
对对对。
这是它是这全部都是下面那一行。
And if you see like if cylinder is zero, axis is zero. If you don't have astigmatism, this means you don't have any angle. Yeah. Angle. 有散光的话就不是很光，所以散光是我们的眼睛形状变的。
我像有闪光，
一点点。
对对，一点点。
骗不了，骗不了。
看相了。
Yeah. So use my yellow pen to move it because then I have more control, not too fast to the front. It'll be easy. Like if you get used to it, that's very fast. Like maybe less than 1 minute can to read it.
它这种真的。
Okay. This one's the
and 老师作业可以拍得上。
那你看这个师姐可以吗？师姐
哦，你的，我会照相哦。
Then we can practice on this one later. And
我可能就这一进到。
you can adjust it like left, right. Okay. Then there's a line. You can see later there's a line. Then we have to make sure the line cover her pupil. Her pupil has small tiny dot. Okay. Then we can do like this. And this one I use it. I need to clean it first. I use it on the sister's side. So this one normally we clean the nose here. This one you clean all the way and also the forehead. This is the area that we touch the patient's face. And also you touch the
PD no, they both PD.
So we have to make sure this one on the nose, this one forehead. See, this is the one that we have 59.5, but the one we're using, the machine is more accurate, is 59. So her PD is 59. So like if more than like if we do, let's say, for example, they move around, we have 61. And the one when we use the perimeter is 59, we're going to use the one based on this one.
This is more accurate than that.
No, this one, if they don't move around, it's accurate. And like 59 and 59.5 is okay, we can keep 59 because this one like measure in millimeter. The 0.5 millimeter is very, very tiny. So we can use the one because since we have the prenup, we follow the prenup.
Okay. So I don't have a class.
Okay, so this one's very straightforward. And okay, and how to read the frame? We can use the frame. Yeah, you can try on it. See. So the frame that we have is very durable, it's very soft. See. It's very soft, good quality, and we have a higher nose piece. This one is good for Asian. Or nose.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. This one is good for Asian and it's wide enough for Caucasian. So fit everyone. Okay? Then we always tell the parents that our frame is very good quality. Even though you sleep with it, it will change the shape. Okay? And this one, for some kids, maybe we need to bend a little bit. This one we cannot just do like this. We need to use the warmer. And home normally we told the parents that you can use the hair dryer. Get the heat up a little bit and just slowly do like this. Change the shape. Okay. And you see, this is normally the brand name will be on one of the display lasers. This is the brand name. The brand name is here. And the model number is on this. Normally the model number is on the left panel. Yes, yeah. Left panel. So we go to write, for example, you can, okay, like this one. We have 9312. And we don't have to write the size. The size already in our system. You don't have to write the size. You write the first set of number, followed by the last one. The last one is the color code.
Color code.
Yeah. The first one is the model number, and the last one is the color of the frame.
144. This one is from the left or right? Yeah, this one is this one. This one.
This is the model number, and the color. No, like for this one, there's no color. For this one, for example, these two. You see, these two frames are the same, right? See? Just the color is different. Just the color is different. If you enter to the system, both of them have the same model number. This one is AK50. Both are AK5054. If you just write AK5054, when we make it, we don't know which one they choose, right? But when you look further, there's a bracket here. 00. This one 0. See? Some probably have to use the magnifier to see this one. 208 and 604. Yeah. This one is both AK5054. Okay, but this one is 604, one is 280. It's the color code. So when we write on the prescription, we have to write the brand name first, then followed by AK5054 and bracket 604. If we got a 604, we cannot make the glasses. We have to exactly the model number followed by the color code. Yeah.
它有的有的没有。
这些都没有，像比如说像一样的款式，对不对？像这个款式，我们有紫色、有绿色、有黑色。那它的前面那个4个号码是一样，只有后面那个 color coding 是不一样的。
color code 是3码吗？
不一定，有些是4码，有些是5码，所以每个牌子
它就会写个 C 在后面，
对
，C 在前面。
C 在前面，所以你这个就是说你要写的是321 C30-3。这个是要写这个DR175，DR17507。
这是他妈的。
这是他的model number，对。
他的电话号码。
Yes. So when you choose a friend, you need to write exactly the number so that we can make it in either New York or Facebook. Yeah. If not right, then we follow which one you choose.
他这个就没有写。
We based on the information you provide based on the reception rate. 对，就是拿那个，但是它的牌子，如果是这一个膜，它有出不同，黑色或者出黄色、蓝色的话，它就有 color code。如果是没有 color code， 代表这个镜框只有这一个。有 color code 是代表是同一个模子，但是不同颜色。颜色9312，那这是size嘛？这个55个，那这个是这是它的424，SA24对424。有些是没有C，有些有C啊。所以每个牌子不一样。对，你是8个，6个长，对，不要写下来，它的号码，它的每个颜色会有一个编号，这个编号，或者是你写了model number，因为颜色编号不知道你是哪个编号。但是你是你要找指挥写在那个地方，所以你要很熟悉这个机构。两个生意你们就用应该是适合牌子，失败的牌子。对牌。对，然后再加颜色。后面
C30。
对，是颜色。
那中间这两个是什么？中间这两个是
眼睛的，然后那个。这个是牌子号码。你要写出牌子而已，是 brand name 这个牌子。
等下我们 more detail on the illustration， 我们会再 detail，OK？ 你们记得cycle before we go into every station。Okay, I need your attention right here. Okay. This session 是准备给医生用的。Hello， 听到 ？Okay. This section is for doctor use， 但是我们要准备给他。
有一个 turn off， 是有一个麦克会 turn off。
Okay. So 中药 we still need to prepare this one. So when the team go out, so maybe
你要把它打开，再把它打开。等一下，你现在把两个都 mute， 把两个耳麦，你知道 mute button， 你现在把两个都 mute 看，对，好，用麦克。
Okay. So when we set up, 8 of you guys go out. Everyone have one station to take care. So in charge them, set up auto refractor, dispenser station, all those things. 1 or 2 persons were in charge of here. But you need to get ready all these things for doctor to see. Because if not, doctor nothing to do. Don't know what to do, there's no equipment, right? So pretty much we set up like that. And usually we'll put all these things into one white container. So we bring it up and put it up there, or leave it in the container itself. So we lay out like that so the doctor will sit this side. Always remember, when the patient sitting right in front, that direction, left side is where the operator is. The optometrist sit on the right side. I don't know why. So they will sit down here. The machine will go there. They will adjust from here. Okay? Don't flip this one. They will ask you to flip it back. Okay? Because they train that way. So have to be going this way. Okay? From this line to the monitor, 10 feet.
10 feet.
10 feet.
You take a tape and tape it, okay? So what happens, we want to see this person, you put a tape line, so that when they put it in front of their face, in front of the face is 10 feet, okay? And because of this one, this is a very simple, the doctor will move up and down. So you don't have to move around. So you just, when we pretty much fix the length, pretty much there's no going to change it. It's just up and down for the height, okay? The reason we use as a chair instead of this one, because we don't have fall down or move around. Always get the patient sit on the chair, okay? Optometrists use this, and all these are usually pre-charged ahead. We just got this order last night, and I forgot to order the charging base. I'll order it Monday, and you just plug it in and get charged, okay? All these tools are used by the optometrist. We don't have to worry, just leave it here and then take care of it. And make sure when you put back the tank, make sure everything is put back in the right spot. They have a different size. Each of them $400. Okay? Each of them, okay? So we want to make sure. Sometimes they really use it, they put it right here. Then the doctor said, okay, thank you very much for letting me come in, and they walk away. And you just, oh, okay, I put it back. Then this guy is here. So always make sure put it back. Okay? So the key is we make the doctor simplify the way we design it. Let's say the doctor want to make adjustment, you go like that. And this one, you either can put it right here, or you can put it right here. To balance it, doesn't matter, but they always go this side so they know to flip and fall, okay? So that's important. Then later, after when we finish, whoever would like to in charge this one will teach you how to unpack it. So you take it out, put it back in the container, put it in the right place and everything, so that next time will be no problem. Okay, I'll teach you. Every station will have someone say, okay, I like to learn how this and I like to pack it. So we teach you pack it and unpack it back, so that next time you guys know what to do. Because now you see it's all ready, but you don't know how to pack it or unpack it, you see. Everything is have a reason for it. Then this is the screen monitor here, and the doctor can use it. And we thank Chris last night asked him to do the stand, and he make a stand already, so it looks beautiful, see. So right away, and after this, okay, you see that's another trick too, because after optometrists see the patient, they move this one like that, right? They want to check their any eye disease or not, right? So they do put like that, right there. Then they start using it. So they start using it. Then after finish, they just go back and push back like that. Get it? So you must know how to put the way so that one way in and one way out. If you put different way, then you go around and turn around, it's too much work. Or you put it this side, then you have to move away and slide in back. Then you have to worry about all this cable, how to connect and don't trip themselves. So always put like that so that easily move, put it back. That's all. Okay? Patient put the forehead here, so you just slide in, slide out. So when also later, when we pack, we need to know how to pack this thing, because this is expensive equipment. Okay? Very expensive this equipment. I think $8,000 this one so. But this one, I really secure. You leave it like that, but we have to be careful with this baby. $1,500. Okay, these are prism.
Oh, prism.
Okay, so these also help to measure. These are manual thermometer for the dog to use. So you just need to set up, but we don't have to worry about how to use it. We set up and then use it, okay? But we need to know how to pack it and put it in a box so that we need to always will be there the next time using it. This one is also, these are binocular for people. Sometimes doctor, let's say your slit lamp is not working, doctor can look at the eye disease using this one. Okay? So it's all whether the optometrist know the trick or not, okay? You're still using the light from here, and they're all wireless using battery pack. And this one also building another battery pack here. Okay? So always know that you have one backup here, battery. Just in case they don't put it back to the base and half of the day run out of battery, just swap. You just press it out.
Oh, this is battery charger?
Yeah, it's a battery charger, and change it right here. Then put it back. Okay? These are to help these are more eye exam for disease or anything. This is more for your glasses. This is, let's say, if you really in hurry already, sometimes they don't use it. They just propping the eye, then move on to the next one. Okay? So your backup battery is here. Always charge, fully charged, ready to work. Let's say the day before, make sure you guys charge everything before go out, so that in case. Whole day. Actually, one can last for whole day. Yeah, but we also have backup. Then this one is nowadays because COVID. These are you see all the hole. You take out and you basically under let's see. See under here the thing, open up and align the hole and close it. Yeah. Okay. So then they have a shield. That's all. And this one we always open up in case a doctor like to manually test the eye on left or right. So we always make sure. But when we finish, we want to make sure the cloths, put it back like that and close it. But every time make sure you can write those, unlock it, it happened, and all fall out. So now it takes hours to put it back. Align to every single one. Left is, this one is positive, this is negative. So you have to look at every single one, a small number here, matching with all these numbers. Okay? So it takes a lot of time. So have to be careful. And secondly, you see, we did not reset the number because don't play with it because you play with the next person, you might lock it, the next person don't know the password and they really lock yourself. Okay? Leave it like that. Don't say, oh, let's pull it out. Then you get the value. These are $500. $500. Okay? Then I always have these are extra for this thing here. Okay? But this one will put in the container, but I bought some for you guys. Extra battery, extra handheld, so that in case that battery out, you have a backup. And all you have to do is swap it. That's all. Sometimes doctors say, hey, it's run out, I need one. Just grab it, pop, here's the one. Then you go charge that one. If the battery, sometimes for a while the battery is bad, you have two new battery here, but this station is charged, always charged, ready to go. This is a battery, okay? It lasts for a while. It don't easily broke. It lasts long, okay? And this one, after a while, if a female like us, we have a female doctor, you get all the makeup. So I do buy extra to change it once in a while. Those are miscellaneous. These are $5 only extra. $5 each. $5. Yeah, just like that. I just change it and swap it. Because the makeup, too much makeup, I cannot wipe it out already. So This one, always remember, when you put away, you have to put in 0. Sometimes you forgot to turn it on and leave it. Just drain the battery. Okay? Drain the battery. Yeah? This one for CI, the doctor use for check eye. And you guys have this one. All I have to remember, just in case something wrong, you guys know, oh, I remember this Steven said. You see this bag here with a blue bottle. These are red bottle, right? Red bottle is when you have a base, you can charge it. When they say, oh man, even my backup battery is no battery already, this one can use normal battery. The AA, I think. AA, AA. Put it in there, open up, change the bottle to this one. Then your battery can work. Okay? So you basically open up and swap the thing, battery going. After that, when you go find out what's wrong, then fix it. Okay? Usually need to be creative and how to fix it. Okay? These two things you're not going to use. These are another base change here to put those like office. You go to the doctor office, they have a stand that charge on the. There's 2-3 cylinder. You put in there, you charge it. But those are things that the mobile uses. So hold on to this one and think, my future mobile, my future mobile. Okay? Then you can replace this for your mobile. All right. Okay? This is for the mobile. When mobile, we have to swap it to the mobile. Then we can put it in. Okay? So, but we hardly use this one, but we put it when the doctor need to use, they have it. These are different measurement. There's a thumb drive there. Then these are the one I say you have to be careful when you pack it. Oops. This box here, there's 2 boxes here. You guys want to know, these are for this one. Okay? The prism, you have to put it in here. Because if you don't put it here, you transport, it might drop out and fall out and you cannot find it. Okay? So, then we put it back in here, secure it and put it back. These have come with 2, so you always bring this to the event, so that in case they're missing or broken, you have back up another one. This brand new, still not open. Actually, this you can put in here. I'm going to leave it like that and not going to install back. This, don't throw away. This is a calibration key. For technician, if you need to fix it, they have a key to calibration. Okay, so leave it as it is. So after pack, I'll show you how to pack it. So pretty much that's all. You have 10 feet right here, and when we transport, this has to take out. This stands by itself. Okay, so Chris make it easy because we just add it on.
Wow.
That's it.
Dry, yeah.
Okay. So very steady and very nice. Now he can put color and put some picture, put the picture in. So any question?
So how you remove the prism?
Just put up. It's just very tight, clip on it. So it's going to be very easy for. Yeah.
Are you gonna make me a TV stand?
So let's break up the thermometers here already. Freeman brought the thermometer. Okay.
Do we need to?
So you want to do the break up? Huh? Lensometer. You want to break up class now or do lensometer now? Okay. Now we will break up every group, each one section. Then start work and play with it. Then rotate the station. So you guys get the hang of it. So at night you can still dreaming, oh, I have fun with them. Okay?
So for prison, should I rotate the number?
No, no. That one is doctor
Just
rotate.
plug in.
You plug in, the doctor will manage it.
Oh,
This is doctor's school. We don't touch anything.
We don't touch anything.
Yeah, we don't have to worry how to do it. Let them worry about. And this 这个就是我讲大家去用心一点啊 ，build 这个脚 ，OK，design 一个我平常是用小小的木。Yeah, I think one by one is easy. So we build a stand here so they can fit the length and the leg and put the 4-wheel there so that it can move around. If not, because this one will break, then you have no place to carry around.
Why are you looking at me?
No, I just said anybody can do it. So get a 2x a wood this piece and build it.
We're
Okay.
all looking at you.
So on this one is a left for this auto reflector. They have a right and left. Make sure. Okay. So that's the reason that you put a wheel there, so this one will not break. You maintain these boxes. And they always say the front, this is the back. So sometimes the 2 holes, where to put it? This is front. Front, that means that, hold on, no. Front is this one. Okay, you put it right there. When you have on the time, you always have to turn down. Is it NT or NT? Now, every time we have NT, right? We use the eye pressure. They set as NT, but this one is high. So you have to turn off the NT. Without the NT, right?
Without
Oh,
NT?
you need NT to go down.
NT only.
NT only.
Okay.
Until you say
Okay,
NT.
yeah, NT.
NT. Then you move forward, you go down.
To the center, alright.
This will go down all the way.
Okay.
Okay? That's all.
Yeah, go all the way down.
Easy. Then, yeah. Then this right here, the chin rest need to be go down. So you press the arrow here and go all the way down. Okay. Now it's done. Because the design of this table are different than the we use. If we get a different one, actually this one has its own power cord that can match this one. But then I worry about when we use this table power cord, you guys lose this original power cord. So use the original power cord so that a bit longer, but it's okay. That way, if today you don't use this table, you put into that table, you can still use it. Okay, because sometimes you might be misplaced the original one. So we unplug
On the other side.
I turn off the power cord. Then this is the adapter for this one. We put it back here. Okay. And the trick is in how to wrap around.
Right.
So.
Do we secure it?
No, you don't secure it because when you move the time, they still have room to go.
Oh, alright.
If you lock it, you force to when they move, they force it. So you like the brake pad in car. If you put a brake pad on it, then they can't rubber. Then it's not strong anymore. So you let it free fall like that. Okay. On the menu, they will explain too that do not tighten it. Okay, here's a very good trick. Usually we stick on here. 眼前 you put round. Yeah. Like that, okay? Now, usually two person carry or one person carry, you guys have to decide.
Two.
Up to you guys.
Right, okay.
It's very heavy.
$18,000.
Yes.
Okay, remember this is the front. Okay. So this is the left, we really mark the left to left, right to right. No, no wait. I know I've been a while ago.
要 slide 进去，要 slide 进去，看它就深。
It's a two-person job.
Okay.
No, I
See?
think the core, once you turn on, it becomes something.
Yeah.
So then
No, not now.
you lock it. So remember, that's why I said need a wheel tray on it, because this is just a hold it and this one climb it. And sometimes lift at the time, make sure your hand all the way to hold this one and the internal cardboard, so that you can carry. If not, if you break something, they break it, or the another design they put a hand into this and styrofoam, you break the styrofoam, then you cannot get protection. Okay, so we can put right here and done. This is one of it. Okay.
All right.
So where's the auto refractor box? The back. No, I'm sorry. Spot screener. The back. The black back. Always remember to turn off. Even though you're not sure, I always turn it on back first.
Always remember to turn off.
Turn it on and turn it off to make sure. If not, because then you drain the battery. When you want to use it, it's empty. You have to charge it. Okay. So it takes a while to boot. So when usually is this is a USB port for transfer information or use your printer from here. But these are wireless. You can direct contact the VPS network with them. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
So is there an online machine manual book we can review besides those functions?
They have a menu right here.
Yeah.
All the menus right here.
Yeah, I think also you can Google online.
Yeah, they will teach you how to use it. But this one always keep inside this bag on the bottom, so that you know always that. Okay. So you press the button, because all here they give you history, what so far you have played with, all is here. Anytime you click on, you can reprint or whatever. Okay. So you press the button, hold it. They'll say
yes.
Confirm, power off. You just
Yes.
press confirm. That's it. Okay.
But the problem is
Then
you didn't have the patient information.
put it in.
You
like
have
that.
the manual in there. Okay.
Then close it, and in this bag, where the power cord for charging the battery, or you run a battery, you run the directly power AC on it. Okay. So then you just put take those luggage tag or anything and make the one say property of New Jersey equipment. Okay. Then that's it. Usually we have it just done. Okay. But this one is we get a container and put it one by one. One container or this station, everything is belong to this station. That station all belong to one station. Yeah.
I get the container ready for you.
No, the plastic container.
Plastic one.
Yeah, we'll show you. Yeah.
Plastic one?
Plastic transparency.
Yeah. So, like, usually we start to closing all the small items first, so that they put away those small items. Like this one, everything is clean. Make sure the paper cover, put it back there, and put your menu. Put it inside. I think this is part of it. Look at tri-frame. Okay. Then lock it. Make sure. Then ready to go. This one. This is a trick. Okay, you guys keep on. I have to put it back. There's three styrofoam here. One on one side. Okay. Let's put this one first. So we lift it up. Okay. Take out the power cord here. Okay. Put this side. One corner. Okay. It should fit. Okay. That corner. This one. Go like that. There's a lot of plastic back here. Okay. The best is put it this way. This knob go in here. Okay, but you have to be careful. Don't break it. This here. If you force it, it might break this thing. If you break this thing, they will not charge this one, but they still charge this one. Okay, you push too deep, this will break. And so these are help to push forward and charge it. So have to be gentle. Okay. So whenever we pack any equipment for medical outreach, we always take your time to pack it. Don't rush because things will break. You see. So
Do
now.
you need a plastic cover and everything?
Yeah, it's okay. You still have other cover. So we plug it like that. Do. Okay. Then this one will sitting on it.
On top of it?
On top of it, yeah. Okay. This one sit on here.
Okay.
Okay. This one sit here.
Okay.
You see, this protect this one already. Okay. The battery, any of this has small bag. Bag it. We put inside here. We stabilize it. Okay. Then we have a foam, but these are extra accessory for different outlets. We usually don't use it because we use the US one already. Okay. We can put it same thing right here. These are have a USB for design, or this one have some thing for if you hang on the wall. We don't use it because we don't hang on the wall. See? So and some menu. See? Okay. So the rest they come with this one, the shade. Then you should have put it like this. Actually, yeah, that's it. One more here. Yeah, that's it. And close it.
Brother Steve, out of all of this equipment, how much do you have to wipe down with alcohol before packing?
Everything is have to wipe down.
And of course, we're doing that, not the doctors.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Until we get them.
Okay, this one, that's right. Like this one, you have an option. Because if we go to Office Depot buy the container, we can put this whole thing in the container. You don't have to use this box. But the container, you have all side bubble wrap and sit on it, you'll be fine. You can put in the container, and for us, we all have a container. Okay, because this one have their own box and own serial number, everything. So you can save the box, but we don't bring the box out, and you bring the plastic container with a lid on it. Okay. For meanwhile, same thing. We should all this thing all put in the container, but meanwhile we don't have container. We put it back in this box. Okay. Remember, this is your Vision Mobile dream.
Dream.
Okay. These are extra. I bought extra just in case anything happen, you guys have backup. Okay. So turn around. Put one back here. This round one right here. Okay. Yeah, make sure turn to 0. Yeah, he listen to class already. I want to make sure it turn 0. So make sure turn to 0, okay?
Number one pupil. No pun intended.
So this one, same thing, take it out.
Postgraduate.
Go back the shape here and make sure 0. And 0. Because I have extra two of these because the set only come with 2 handles with 3 items. So I don't want them to swap back and forth. So I'll make it one more for them so that they don't have to move around. Okay. For this one, all complete is here already. Okay. Put it right here. These are the plastic for this one as a backup. I bought 2 backup, but one used for the one of the handle. Yeah. No, case you cannot bother this one. But usually we use it, we put in the plastic container, that's it. We don't really bring this out, okay? But this one, we don't use it. Because this one is for the grab. So I usually don't like it. Yeah, but I only have 2. You have 3 items, see? That doesn't make sense, yeah. So these are important, your backup for battery, okay? I don't think they fit all, but I'll try. This one can put already. But I have to put separate this one. But this one we don't use it. Okay. I think this one when we buy is about $35 each. Yeah, these are just a card only. Yeah. Okay. So we have to find a way to put a whole plastic container. Usually I buy a plastic container this height and I don't bring the box. Everything is there. Okay. Now, so we have everything ready. This one is go along with this set because these are exam box for doctor. So usually I get a box of this size and everything in there. Okay.
Should we write something like what's inside?
Oh, they should know, right? Yeah. So remember, this every time have a own number. These are 78. See, these are 78. So make sure match with all 78, okay? 78有90跟20 okay? So we're going to put together, then we guys get a box and put it together. This what call it? 90. Make sure it's in there. Yeah, 我们是准备给他 the rest is we don't care. It's their doctor worry. Okay, done. 这套东西就放在一个 container。这个也是放在同一个 container。Okay. Then now we pack the slick lamp. Okay. Okay. Slick lamp consists of 2 sections.一个上一个下 ，OK。slick lamp 里面还有一个一个 box， 这个 box 里面有 lens 的 ，yeah。So don't lose it. This one is when the doctor need to improve for any measurement. They change, put right here.
Oh, I see.
Okay, 放东西在这里。 This is for here. So 我们都医生要找的时候，你知道 inside this box. OK.
它有左右分吗？
有，他一掏的，他医生就知道要怎样放，我们就交给他 ，is your responsibility。OK。我们给机会医生去学。我们不需要知道所有东西。这样我们就医生没有不会找错了，我们跟他拿了他工作室。Yeah. Okay. So this one, you can unscrew it, pull it out. Okay. This one can slide out. Okay. Slide out. You see the clip here? It pull out. It's gently because this is a clip here. The hole. Okay. So this one have their own plastic too. They put it right here. Oh, this is the one I'm looking for. The small. Last time I cannot find it. See? There's a reason they have all these things to repair things. See? They don't simply put away. See? Because like you say, I know there's one. They say no. See? Then they have a small bag somewhere. Okay. This small bag, we put it inside here. These are extra pack. Extra for this side. This is extra. So we put it in here, and there's a dust in case you need dust in here. This one pull out. You see? That make sure there's a metal here that what call it, hinge or whatever. Fit this way. Don't force it, you'll break it. So you will align it correctly, then nothing go wrong. Okay? So there should be another bag somewhere. We'll figure out. Okay. This here usually is crooked, right? Because it depends on how we sit. So we put it back to the center. Okay, so you balance it, those are center. Okay? Now, because I put a screw right here, you see this screw? It's very important. It's a safety screw. Okay? So that when they move like that, these are locked to tight, but sometimes they have to move around. You release, they can move around, but they won't fall out. So now we have to release this one. We have to take it out. Your hand, put like that, hold it, and screw it. Okay? Then slowly slide up. You're still holding your hand like that. Okay? Yeah. This screw, put it back on the top. That way you don't lose it.
Good habit.
Yeah. Okay, now since this can be tight, but you lose it out and you tighten like that. You tighten it, then this don't move. Okay? A big bag here. Let's say which bag is it? You can put it in this bag here. Okay? Then we put it. Just flick wrong way. Okay, that's it. Now, the next one is, this is very careful. If you don't do it right, you might hit yourself because these are springs. So you have to put it like that to get your help you to pull it down. If you take it out like that, That's actually, if you pick up like that, it's hard for you to press it. Okay? So use this to hold it, go down, straight, lock it. Lock it, turn around. Then lose this thing. Here. Fit in, okay? Somehow, this screw, they're missing one screw. Maybe one of you guys have to go Home Depot, get the right screw to secure this thing so that they don't fall, okay? That's a different direction. So we are missing one of these screws. So it's okay, you can get it from Home Depot and tighten this so that they don't move, okay? Then this one is this one is because they want is a bag for this thing. This is the bag for this proper venue. But usually you put it back, you don't have don't need a bag for it.
The bag instead of plastic, it's clear one. The bag.
Yeah.
Oh. I see.
Yeah. This one design, you can click this way. Depends on the thing, you can do this way. Depends on the surface how you lock climb it. So you can go this, or this way. Yeah, any way you want to do. Okay. Then this is the. We go all the way in. He was like that, but I always do like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you've done. This is all you need. And these two, just put it right here. And the back, you can put nearby here on the surface. This one can put flat like that. Even I think can. Okay. Lift up your hand, put it in, and you can lock. It turn, it's locked. Then it's no, it's heavy.
So it's a carry-on.
Yeah, it's a carry-on. Then the switch right here, you can draw. Okay, so this is done. These are the slit lamp that I mentioned. Because I lock it really so that you don't have to every time have to look for hash key to secure it. So we leave it like that. Okay, but take out this one, the prism. Unless you guys want to get a box and this prism put it together with this box. And this one put in the office. Don't lose it. Okay? Then everything will be in place. Okay? Like that, then put it back. You see a piece of paper here.
Dr. Liu, how much Steven, how much for that one?
1,500.
Yeah. Yeah. 所以他们就赚钱啊，这种什么都贵，所以看医生贵啊。
就是
consumer 不是 consumable 嘛，是
No, forever. 但是不照顾好都一路要买了。Okay, so menu put it back. This, like I said, this is the calibration tools. When they need to calibrate this thing here, where is it? Yeah. This side, they're going to use the tool, but ask a technician, hire a technician, calibrate it. We don't mess around with it. Okay? So put it back.
Empty in the.
Yeah. 因为如果拆了是，你这个款式，我要每一次要用那个hex key to tighten it. Like our fresco one, we just pull it up, pull it back, pull it up, pull it back. 你这个不hard. Because my model one, I can put mine turned around, so I just pull it. But this one is fixed, so I myself reduce the error, leave it there.
Right.
Yeah, the more people touch it, the more chances are you will break it.
That's expensive too.
These are 4,000. Oh, these are about 1,000 something too. This thing.
Okay.
This, yeah. Okay. So this slit lamp will transfer to the truck like that. Okay. So when you guys have to be careful is this switch, unplug it, unplug this. Actually this one you don't need to unplug. You can stay here. Only this power have to unplug so that you can put away unless you guys start super glue or glue double tape and permanent sealing right here. Then you can always maintain. This will not be damaged because there's too much room to move around. Okay. So for this time we take it out to put for safety reason we just put away. Okay.
But still, it's better to tape it there.
Yeah.
So
Or tape
less
it.
of
Yeah,
mobility
less.
and
Or sometimes
damage.
when you move, they say, "Oh, I forgot to bring the cord." You stuck. You cannot use really. These are power cord. Okay. So
Crispy said build another stainless steel case.
So what happens? This is the cover. Before you cover it up, avoid dust. Two things at least you need to do. This thing is moving forward. This one is moving like that. Okay. So this button here, you can lock it. So it's not moving really. Okay. It's not moving. One thing. When sometimes when the travel is bounce, this thing, you see, it's straight like that, right? It goes this way. Then you pop up this thing, both sides, and put it back together to straighten it out. Then pop it back. Okay. So everything has to be. Then this one has to go all the way down. They usually sometimes they move.
But the chin rest.
Yeah, sometimes they go too high. Very high. That's when they go. But the thing is, this thing go all the way down here. Okay. Then this one all the way down. Really, before don't let it like that halfway high something. All go down. Okay. Then you push it here. Lock it. This one, there's a way, there's switch here. Then you guys stick, but not completely lock, but they not avoid them wobble around like that. Okay. Okay. So all these things really doesn't mean that it will not fall. Then you need a bungee cord. You have to secure this one because we don't have one right now. You have a string or something. Where's the?
I have rubber band.
This one.
Yeah,
This
that's
one.
it. We have to be going this way. One of it, so what moving forward. Okay. Then you tighten like that, right? Oh, cross over it. Make sure it's tight so that when you move, this will not move forward. Okay. Then.
Can we do this way?
The whole, so the whole thing.
No. You're not going to work on the rubber band because No. So you have to be tight on this one. Okay.
We can try to find a Velcro.
No, you can buy. Home Depot. We have different length. Make sure it's not too long, then it loose.
Right.
Have to be tight. Yeah. Second one, same thing. You go this way, but you cross this way, and you tight down on it. Because this way you avoid this guy moving like that. Okay. This way avoid this guy forward. Yeah. So then this one we have one that different model. When you move, this one fall off. So you have to be this model. You guys have used different model this time. We'll just tighten it so that they don't move so much. Okay. So then you put your cover it and ready to transport. Make sure this one you wrap around. Put a double space tape and tape like that. Then this one wrap around the leg. Then you don't lose it. Okay. So when you transport, it's upright like that. Go out. For this one, same thing. Because this one, the power comes from here. We unplug this one here. Yeah. So whenever, every time we do transfer out, we go all the way down first. Oh, no, this is what we call. We go all the way down. We use this table easy for the doctor to move the phoropter, so we don't have to worry about adjust the phoropter. These are the new way of doing this, more easy. So when you get low, easy to transport, put in the car or minivan, it fit in. This one will fit in the minivan at the back when the trunk, the minivan, you can fit this in. But make sure you secure with box so that they don't move, you'll be okay. Okay? So then the TV box. When you transfer, you can buy those foam, or you can buy those swimming pool, those spaghetti. You can use that to cut and protect it. Okay? Yeah. I know that this one sometimes is good, but you guys also can use this. Find those with a lock.
With a lock.
So that when you bounce it, they move.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, with a lock one.
Yep, got it.
Yeah. Okay. The TV one, just turn it off. Power off. And there's a power off here button. Right here. Okay, turn it off. This will off. This thing is important. If there's an SD card here. If the SD card is not inserted, when you turn on the TV monitor, they will beep. So make sure you push it in. And leave it like that. Try not to take out this tape. That way we don't lose the SD card. The SD card have information for the charting. Another way is maybe take it out and make a copy and put it somewhere else.
Oh, you mean
just
backup?
Backup copy. Okay? This have a chart on that. And so yeah. The menu says, so we can take out the menu. Okay, these are the remote control box. We put it back to the remote control. The auto brake turn on. Okay.
Wireless, right?
Yeah. Okay, that's it. then someone have to know where all the menu is, okay? Usually we don't look at the menu, nothing to look for, but there's a whole menu there with their serial number, all those things. So you can put a size on that. Okay. We have a plastic bag. No. We don't have plastic bag for this. Okay. So that's one more. Yeah. Okay. Just because the design, these are come with it, but because Chris build this and model in here, so make sure this bring in. That's it. There's a hook here. We just hook into this. That's it. Very easy. So you carry like that. Don't press the monitor screen. Just bring it there. That's it. This one, they will put it behind. And just these are empty rings, just for protection that they don't move around. Okay, so this monitor we use on all our mobile. You guys are first time using mobile monitor for portable, because usually we buy those are $500 only. This one is 3,000 something. Yeah. So this one, put it in the box right here. Okay. No, this not. That's it. Then put a tape it. Done.